Insanity. I got another top operator. It feels like I'm getting top operators pretty often now. Pretty often. It's like once a month I've gotten a top operator just about. Which is, I'm not gonna lie, pretty good odds. Right? Like getting a top operator every month is, I want to say it's better than average, but I don't know what average is. Like, what's average? Some other people probably know. I don't. But it's fine. Everything's fine. We just have to now figure this out. Alright, I need Google. I need the website I use normally for this. Ooh, what top operator are we getting? What do we have? Ranged. So let me turn off the ones... Ranged. Ranged does not help us much. Support. I don't want the support one. I already figured that out. Starter doesn't do anything for us, and survival. So... God damn it. None of these are good. At least ranged, we can get Exodia. Hi, welcome. Yeah, I got top operator. And now I'm looking if I want to do survival or ranged. I don't want the support options. If I do ranged, we have a chance of like Nightingale, Exodia, you know? Just top operator gives me so many other options too. Yeah. But I could also go survival and then... Oh, but I already own so many people in survival. I own 50% of the people in survival already. We might... Yeah, you might be right. Especially I want to try to get bagpipe and I can't get bagpipe any other way. Damn. Alright. Let's do it. Well, I'm going to do the rest of these. And then we'll go back, you know. Hopefully, Blaze. Oh my god. No, no, no. I don't want to use my... Oh my god. All these are going to be... I'm going to be honest with you. Shift and shift? That's all 4 stars. Please, something good. Please, 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 please. Please, Blaze. Bagpipe. Don't look. Don't tell me.
Test, right?
Oh.
So assign me some missions. Don't let this hammer get too bored. My code name? They call me the Siege. Curious name, but it's got a nice ring to it.
I'm not going to say no to Siege. You know what? Siege isn't a bad option. Oh, Summoner? Ooh, I'm going to get so many 4 stars soon. What controls them? The problem is, as long as it's a 4-star, I don't care.
At your service.
Oh my god.
It's hard to get used to such a small room.
Oh, I forgot I was doing this. Da-na-na-na. I completely forgot. What? Oh. Who's not working that I can upgrade? We could do Chen.
A new beginning, yet not an unwelcome one.
I can't afford this. What does this do? Extra damage. Is that it? Yeah, it's just extra damage. I don't know if that's important. I don't know if that's worth my resources. I would like these, but we can always go.
Furnishings haven't changed. Nice.
Yeah, sure. Why not? You know, I'm just happy I got a new character.
It's
you know?
just mint tea. Come on, you think I'm the type to grab a drink at this hour?
And on top of getting
Code name
that,
Texas. I'm responsible for driving, moving cargo, and keeping our people safe. Try to get the mission briefings as concise as possible, please.
Win. Oh, and that's gone. I finally finished all that starter stuff, finally. I only took, like, what, 8 months? Almost 9 months? Let's not talk about how long that took. But I got Siege, and I got to access 2 new characters today. No pulls. No needing to pull. Who needs to pull? Who needs to pull to get new characters? It's crazy talk. Can't afford that. Don't want to... Oh, if I had 180, that would be so great. Goddamn. It's one of the characters I like. You know, you can't win every time. It's level 80. No, that's never gonna happen. Is it just icons? Oh no, this one's actual skin too. 1,000 days. Oh my god. I don't think I'm ever gonna hit 1,000 days. 1,000 days. I tried it when it was last up. The last time Stronghold Protocol was up, I did play it. And we will play it today. I will be playing it today, but we're first going to be doing Chapter 12. Speaking of that, wrong thing. Here. Got 32 that we got to spend. 32 is not a lot. That's the problem. So I'll just buy this. And then 2 of these. 20 credits. It's nothing. But as the thing says, Chapter 12. We're going to watch the prelude. And then we're going to get right into it. I've watched this, I think, like 4 times. But this time it feels the most appropriate. Because we're actually starting Chapter 12. We're going to use her the entire time. That's the goal. I want to try to use her the entire Chapter 12. Like, she's a mandatory person on the team. Now, she's not leveled all the way, but who cares? Hey, no playing hide and seek. No, I don't know what to expect from Chapter 12 yet. Besides, you know, the continuation of where we were last off. But I'm excited. Heat wave. Currently, where I am, there was a heat wave. Now it's getting super rainy. So, like, heat advisories are disappearing. But we did have a heat wave for, like, a solid week almost. New red wheat seeds and a bird and beast saddle. Mail operations unit looking for previously owned spine messenger. May need mail orders. 2 wooden coats. Swinton's tailor shop. Dad's needs its helm trim short. The romance of Ivis crossed out. I said I forgot. Grab some cheap candy to tide the kids over. Ask George if you can borrow his medal. Huh? The fuck did I just read? Piers. Yes, Captain. I heard your leave was approved. Yes, sir. I suppose it went rather well. It's all thanks to you. It's all thanks to that baby face of yours, lad. The brass occasionally wants to put up a facade of caring about their subordinates. They call it good branding. Huh, I guess the brass happens to be in a good mood. The mill back home stopped working, and the old carpenter there broke his leg again. So my mother asked me home to help out. 10 days of leave, minus 8 days on the road, and a day and a half is more than enough to deal with that rickety antique. I left an extra half day open just in case my dad needs help tilling the other part of the field. Oh, right. I should pick up another dozen work gloves. The ones back home are past their prime. Is this supposed to be a shopping list? That's right, Captain. Just so nothing is missing. I don't know when I'm going to get time off again. Hopefully you've earned yourself a real medal or two by then. Of course, all for Victoria. That's the kind of ambition I want to see, lad. I once knew a bloke named Todd. He and I fought against those spire casters out on the frontier, and he earned himself a solid gold medal. What a beautiful thing that was, glittering as it hung on his chest. It shined so brightly, nobody could take their eyes off it. Our beloved Duke Waldemir personally awarded him the medal, which is the highest honor of any soldier. But at the celebration banquet later on, old Todd had a bitter look on his face. Can you guess why? Because he wasn't satisfied with the merit he earned? No. It's much worse than that. He couldn't lift his mug to take a swig of beer. His hands got replaced with a pair of wooden prosthetics. Ha! Well, welcome everyone. This guy's laughing because his friend got prosthetic hands. The veteran officer grins, showing a mouthful of yellow teeth. The young soldier laughs dryly. He knows this is one of the officer's many poor jokes. The wind is so strong on the deck that the soldier has to hold on the brim of his hat, letting out a loud yet harmless sneeze. Why do I feel like something bad's about to happen? You get that vibe? Anyone else get that vibe? I get that vibe. No matter the season or the weather, standing on the deck of a prancing high-speed battleship makes one want to wrap himself in his coat. The young soldier thinks to himself, Wells is in charge today. How many cans of rations did that pudgy bald man swipe? But the creamy vegetable chowder he makes is without equal. And if fortune is on his side, that old bastard might throw in a healthy serving of foul beast into the soup. He figures that he should leave at least after the sunset, and he finishes dinner. The mobile fortress their station on has already reached Londonman's vicinity. When the weather is clear, they can see the pinnacle of the Shard on the horizon. After returning to the station, he boards the logistics squad transport vehicle and heads to the nearest town first, where he'd be able to have a drink or two at the tavern. In the early morning, there could be cobblers heading into town to sell their wares. 2 boxes of tobacco would let them hitch a ride. The young soldier recalls those barns from back home, always filled with the fermented smell of compost straw. Even now, that smell occasionally wafts to him in his dreams, making him want to pinch his nose, but at the same time, it represents a connection with his hometown. If it only occurred occasionally, then so be it. He furrowed his brow quietly, deciding not to continue deluding himself with these sentiments. Even if it's only occasionally, he doesn't want to experience that stench again. He must admit, that is always the biggest impedance every time he returns home. Ugh, the fog's rising again. I'll never get used to London's bloody weather. Dude, it feels like they're building up all these, like, meh characters. Like, you know, these non-combatants, these non-soldier-esque people. To, like, kill them or something. You know? Now, I could be way off basis, but, like, they've done this before? And I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the vibe. It wasn't much better when we stationed at Lithane's outskirts, but at least you could enjoy a little sunshine in the afternoon. Are they gonna blow up homie? No, no one may die. This may literally just be setting up the battleship that's about to attack the city in like a little bit or something, but I feel like something bad's gonna happen. Go tell the captain we can't see a thing at this weather observation outpost. Something's interfering with the radar, too. We should head back. Casters focus are obediently maintaining formation. Godden moved his men further back. Other than the few familiar faces on the forward team, Old Wellington's main force still hasn't shown up. Other than our dear Duke Windermere, the remaining 7 dukes are watching from the sidelines. The patrol's over. Sir, that's Sarkaz. None of our business. The brass always has their own agenda. But I heard that Londonman's... Pierce, I have been a soldier for over a decade. After drinking and playing cards, the most important thing I've picked up from being in the army is... those rumors you hear are always bumpkin and balderdash. Never pay any heed to them. The officers in the back have their eyes on the map and will take care of everything. Ours is but to do and die. Isn't our duty to defend Victoria? Yeah, and what a fucking great job you did. Apparently none of you believe Victoria has been taken over by Sarkaz. Only they can decide what Victoria is, boy. Our job is simply to follow orders. Go and head back. Our day of peace is over. I ought to treat myself to a hot shower. This damn fog's making my bones ache. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. I was assuming something bad was going to happen. This just seems so mundane. Am I being lured into a false sense of security? Is that what's happening? No. Maybe things have been too stressful these days. The young soldier begins to thank himself for taking some time off to unwind. The battlefield always puts people on edge, even more so when you don't know when and where war will break out. And who can you trust? He thinks to himself, it's a bit clammy. He lifts his hand to undo the first button of his shirt, seeing as how his dear officer had just declared the end of the armistice. A little disregard for protocol shouldn't matter. He thinks of the fireplace back home. A few years ago, he came home wearing a brand new military outfit, unwilling to undo even a single button despite sweating profusely from the heat, and head forth. For that, the young lass surely laughed at him quite some time. Is this soldier just gonna get like stabbed or something? Is he gonna get like his kidney robbed? Like, it feels like they're focusing on this one guy. I think this one guy's gonna meet Jesus. The young soldier curls in the corner of his lips. Heh. That's why I didn't bring you your sappy romance novel, Payback. Is he about to stab him? Is this vengeance? That didn't look like a stabbing. Guys, I thought bad things were gonna happen, but I thought bad things were gonna happen like you know, an ambush, people getting stabbed, not the ship being blown in half. What the fuck? Manfred, I see you're back. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. You know they were talking about romance novels when you blew a hole through them, right? Actually, you disintegrated the people. You blew a hole through the ship, but you disintegrated the people. Do you have any comments for what you did to those people? He's not even paying attention to us. Main cannon output is normal. Configuring. Target destroyed. Good. Begin preparations for the next phase. The Dukes will react soon. Oh, I forgot your name. Your Highness. I know she has a similar name to the guy. Your Highness. I like to think this guy is, you know, doing the aiming system, but he also has like this big bag of chips to the side that he's eating from. And now he's like pushing in, trying to hide it away. A new face? No. No. You're crazy. Yes, Your Highness. I was just promoted from a mercenary unit by the general. It is the greatest honor. You've always been my. It's an honor to make your acquaintance. As well, what is your name? My name? My name is what? My name is who? I don't have a former name. They just call me Elbow. You should meet my friend Wrist. And my other friend Shoulder. We made the best squad. Oh, damn, I should have picked a name from a book. Elbow? Why that name? It's nothing. I just got burnt when I was drinking soup. I mean, it's a stupid story, but hardly worth your attention, Your Highness. You must have been holding your bowl too high. No, it was Blug. That bastard ran into me. And the next time I see him, I swear. Your Highness. Oh, I'm sorry, General. That's what I'm, Your Highness. You may leave. It seems you still have a lot of work to do. I heard they're serving creamy vegetable chowder at the airship garrison tonight. Don't miss supper time. Thank you, Your Highness, Thesia. Thesia? There's Theresia? When we reach the battle's end, the Sarkars will have a home to return to. We'll be able to return to Cosdale soon, right? Of course. I prefer to be with them rather than the aristocrats of the royal court. Each and every moment, the collective soul of the Sarkaz force me to my knees, measuring me in our long and painful history. But these newly grown children, give me a tangible sense of the future. And should we do with this future? Consign it to another round of wars sweeping across the land? When scorched earth spreads as far as the eye can see, will these new seedlings sprout as we hope? Hope is as weightily as ever, Manfred. Your Highness. In accordance with the military commission's plans, a section of Londonmen has been detached. As of right now, it has arrived at the destined location, parked between the main city and the Duke's encirclement. It will become the cornerstone of the launchpad of our next offensive. In this airship will also temporarily dock there. The Duke of Windermere should soon receive news of that their high-speed warship has been destroyed. But she also cannot ignore the threat this airship poses, which will help the Naturzar King's front deployment. In accordance with the new regiment's instructions, we must next take a look outside, General. Manfred turns to look out the window. He is forced to admit that the carefully planned flame burning before his eyes are not as exhilarating as he had imagined. The firelight is blinding. Our war has finally broken out. According to the military's commission projections, the Dukes will cautiously proceed with military operations within 16 hours. We have already made our preparations. No, the war never ended. It is only ranks ripping through other ranks that is worthy of the name of war. Those eyes lurking behind the curtains, those curses whispered in the dead of night, those are suppressed cries are all war. Those compatriots who perish alone in the barrens, those robes dragged across the ground during the black procession, those Cosdale bricks and tiles sealed away in the collector's glass displayed case are all also war. War has always been part of us. We simply pushed it out for all to see once again. Even if the flames of war were ignited in Victoria, Cosdale has always been part of the battlefield. I've already made plans with the general about this. No, Manfred. That's not what I was asking. I simply observed that beneath your feet, our feet, the shadow of this ship covers all indiscriminately. Putting an end to it, General. If this ultimately is proven to be the only way for the Sarkaz, then drown the tears with tears, and bury the suffering with suffering. This is our only way. I will carry out your will, Your Highness. Well, shit, that's dark. Right? Like, that's fucked. Reunion? What are you doing out here? What you outside? Let you outside. Guys, who let them outside? They're not allowed out of their box, guys. I know Tatula is also free. Are we gonna see Tatula? Is she coming to hang out? Tatula, you wanna come hang out? You see that? No mistake about it. Looks like it came straight out of the storybook. The harbinger of destruction. The prophet of turmoil. The nightmare given form. So, you never seen that gloomer pincer as big as a mountain, lugging along its crest of perfume? Yup! Just like Red-Nosed Herbert's talked about. Nine said before, you're in no condition to be drinking. I only had a sip. I don't have much time left. Leave me with my last bit of hope. You still remember that night on the snowfield, right? Everyone was freezing to death, and Red-Nosed Herbert told us about the strange village. Sorry. I signed on in Victoria. Oh, really? I thought... Yeah, Red-Nosed Herbert died back in Ursula. He was a good guy. Took at least 4 of those patrol unit bastards with him. How drunk is this guy? Damn it. You would have appreciated him and his stories. Gotta pour one out for him. You're drunk again. Romachin. How many times do I have to tell you? Hand over the flagon. Madam, I don't have much longer to live. Come on. You've still got a long life ahead of you, if you listen to the doctor. I hate doctors. They're all liars. All of them. I need these fluids. They let me see. He's asleep again. Toss him a blanket. We can't be too far from London now. If we're lucky, we'll be able to see those city walls in just over a week. It'd be faster if we could fix that piece of junk car. You don't see catastrophes too often around London. But given the current situation, it's virtually impossible not to bump into any of the Duke's troops, and none of them are gonna welcome us. Then throw Sarkaz on top. We need to be more cautious during our subsequent operations. We need to find our trapped people, whether they are still think they are our people or not. Getting everyone back together is difficult, but we still need the same pain and share the same sorrow. Those feelings never stop chasing us. They force us to keep moving forward. I'm not saying that just to cope, but this is the only thing we can do with full peace of mind. Let those infected on the verge of despair know that they still have comrades out there, and that their lives aren't disposable. Stay where you belong. Tatula. Tatula, you're back! I missed you. Not 9. I'm just a breath of fresh air. Fine. I have my eye on you. Flames are burned. Out there in the distance. They've been burning for some time now. Hopefully it's just a patch of wood struck by lightning. Our squad will cross over. Lightning? I saw you were making stew back at camp. I was just helping out the cook. She still has had 2 baskets of potatoes to get through. I gave it a taste. It wasn't that bad. Alan, I mean, an old friend once taught me a few things. I thought I had forgotten it all. If you're willing to play a part before facing justice, I won't stop you. But you best remember who you are, Tatula. We'll be watching you. All of us. I know. Start packing up. It's time to go.
I fell asleep. Damn it. Oh no. I pissed myself. Come on, 9. Take pity on this old man. And let me have another sip. About maybe needs his bottle. Otherwise I'm as good as dead today. Did you see that? The sky, the edge of the sky, blood red. Red-Nosed Herbert said, he said that's a good omen. A good omen, I tell you.
Dude, this guy is mentally crippled.
He said that was the offshore victory. I don't know, remember exactly. Maybe it means tomorrow we'll have a good day with friends.
Sir, you're drunk. Go home. Oh, I actually get to play the game? Guys, we get to play the game. Alright, what's the new gimmick? What's the new gimmick?
We'll take them out all at once.
For this special operation in Northport, we'll start with limited initial deployment resources. No! Fortunately, victorious citizens will come to our aid and replenish our deployment resources once they've entered our protection zone. However, there are spies hidden among them. Our operators will begin to identify any unidentified civilians once they enter their attack range or become blocked. After some time has passed, we will be able to ascertain whether they are spies. I hate this. No! No! He's good? Does that mean he's good with the plus? Legit civilians will no longer be blocked once their identity has been confirmed. But keep in mind that only identified civilians will replenish our deployment resources once they've entered our protection zone. This seems evil. Two? Oh, they're maxing it. Hey guys! Look, kind of sus. Is he a spy? You can often tell a spy from a civilian by subtle differences in their behavior. So the one guy that's sitting over here in the distance, right? Yeah. Looks like we've detected a sign that one is a spy. He kind of went the other way. Guys! Guys!
Go ahead.
Suspicious individuals reveal their true colors a little while after they're identified. Stop the spies.
Here. Oh, come on! I already have enough work to deal with.
Okay, shield. He's bad. Because I'm bad.
Here!
I'm the Batman. So are both these guys gonna be bad? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure this out.
Like a shadow.
I hate this.
Doctor, I won't back down. Nerate.
This is gonna suck, isn't it? Especially with the max DP thing. That's how it works. I don't know if that is how it works.
Whatever. A victory's a victory after all.
Okay, but this picture looks awesome, especially with like, I don't know, this cool like red, like she's like entrapped by the book. I don't know. It was a cool image. Guys, we can't do the half-ass thing. We gotta do the most difficult thing. Oh, it's 42 energy. I don't want them. Oh, I don't want them. That's so much energy. Forgot it's like double the energy, right? Man. That's the one part that sucks about these, is how much they cost. Alright. Well, the first part was kind of crazy. So now we start the darkness of the chapter. The true war. Actually, wait. Oh, we gotta protect 3 different lanes, but they only come from... Oh, no, they come from 3. Okay. Don't show this again. You're being replaced because she needs to be in every mission.
Getting this crew together wasn't easy. You better make them count.
Is this a good team for this? I'm gonna keep them and see if this works out. I know we probably have to read first. Yes. We confirm that a high-speed warship belonging to the Duke of Wellimere has been attacked by an unknown Sarkaz weapon. There are no survivors. Wait, so they destroyed the whole ship? They didn't, like... It looked like, you know, they just blew a hole and destroyed, like, 50% of the ship. Saying no survivors implies that after blowing that hole, it blew up, or they came in and just slaughtered the rest of who was left. Our preliminary conclusion is that the weapon in question is indeed a structure that beflight appeared in the skies over London. Based on frontline evaluation from the remote observation team, the weapon's powerful mid-air suspension abilities and the efficiency of its Iridium arts generator deserve due caution. It is impossible to evaluate the Sarkaz's technology based for manufacturing large-scale armed aerial vehicles, given the information we currently have. We are in the process of gathering more intel. However, until it has been proven that the Sarkaz possess the technology means to mass-produce such a weapon, We would recommend against categorizing this attack as the highest level threat for the time being. As countermeasures, we have already been deployed. Oh shit, we get a map? I'll take it. It should also be noted that Davenport, or Norport brought Londonman's old logistics district was separated from the main body of Londonman City yesterday. The plate is now docked by itself between the city of Londonman peripheral front formed by the various dukes. We have reason to suspect that the Sarkaz are trying to convert this plate into a forward operating base, using it to support their slate of large-scale military operations in the foreseeable future. It will likely also be used as a temporary stop for the large-scale Sarkaz weapon. Current commander of the Londonman Defense Force, Lieutenant Colonel Leto, issued a statement claiming that Norport was accidentally separated from the Londonman's main body due to technical reasons. A large number of Londonman citizens still remain on the plate, and the defense forces are prepared to launch a rescue plan for those civilians. The remote observation team has provided several photos taken on the scene. At the moment, we are not planning any large-scale operation against this plate. However, intelligence personnel believes that a series of integral staffing transfers between the Duke of Windermere's mobile fortress and the ironclad Gallivade over the last 8 hours is likely related to the situation in Norport. Several analysts have pointed out that the Duke of Windermere's military claims to this plate are more radical than we previously anticipated, and the specific reasons behind this warrants a more in-depth investigation. We are monitoring the other dukes' attitudes and subsequent actions in response to this Sarkaz attack, and will be submitting routine analysis reports at shorter intervals, awaiting further instruction. Okay. Rupturing. Oh, I don't know. Oh. Imagine just hearing a big explosion and all your organs just going. Organs, come back. I need you. They're never coming back. Technical reasons. How unsophisticated. But it gets the job done. They know full well that we are all care greatly about our own reputations, especially in the face of Victoria's coming future. So they also decided to throw out a bit of bait. A flying fortress, huh? It pains me to say this, but as long as they're holding Norport brought at gunpoint, things are going to get messy. Now, even Wellington doesn't have the nerve to rush over with his high-speed warships, rain fire down on the old logistics area, and snatch away his new toy. But he won't be able to resist the temptation. Affirmative. The Duke Wellington's troops have sped up their advance. We suspect he's already gained intel on the airship. This massive airship is indeed beyond our calculations, and it has the potential to reshape future wars. But as the intelligence says, we are far from the point of things spiraling out of control. According to our estimations, even if the Sarkaz had a secret channel for transporting supplies, they wouldn't have had time or resources to build multiple airships. Those darn devils can hardly bring out the value of its technology, but perhaps we can. That's right. Naturally. This is extremely important to me. Even if I don't give the orders, I expect that you'll bring it to me. However, our gaze ought to be cast wider than just a singular piece of technology. What really worries me is we've let the Sarkaz run amok in the Shard for far too long. Even the most dim-witted fools will eventually figure out what lies behind those buttons and levers. Allerdale, I don't blame her. She was never ambitious enough. That was her strongest suit, and I allowed her to keep it. But it doesn't look like there's any way to make use of our stone of the sword. Rest assured, the dukes who supported you, along with their vassals, are still resolute on your side. I promise them peace and safety, and I will deliver. However, honor one's commitments. That has always been the motto of the Housecaster since ancient times. Triple Asher is already being dealt with. Naturally. They'll always have a way. Then, Your Grace, about the citizen of Norport. Lieutenant Colonel Leto said he was preparing a rescue plan. You won't go wrong putting your trust in that Gaulish commander. I've met him before. He's an interesting man. The Sarkaz have never publicly claimed to occupy Lundaman, as it has normally been under control of the defense force. And this lieutenant colonel has managed to survive in his position for 4 years without getting caught up in any major trouble. We all know how these devils are like. So the fact that alone is respectable enough. Who knows? Maybe he's more keen on becoming a savior than we thought. I see what you're saying. Getting the right people into the right positions and turning valuable friends into truly loyal partners is harder than we initially expected. Old Wellington knows what I want. I know what he wants. Clickbait, what? Though we've never talked about these things openly, we naturally helped each other. All while keeping an extra knife sharpened from one another. Poor thing. Windermere's been playing with the Litanes for so long. It might be a while until she remembers how Victoria works. Indeed, we still don't quite understand why the Duke Windermere is so keenly interested in Norport's affairs. Does she also want that airship technology? Maybe she wants to add another card to her hand. She knows she's in a rough time soon. With opportunity comes desire. Both are, as honey, equally effective at leading people into the abyss. That cousin of mine failed to understand this, which is why he's been dead for 26 years. You know, he still appears in my dreams from time to time. I can't say I ever liked him. He was a bombastic, self-righteous boy. When we were younger, he'd run up and down the corridor at the palace, sprouting quotes from past kings he saw in some book. And he always spewed the same tribute
politicians. A role model for the masses. Noblest obligation. What have you? He treated those words with a high gilding compass. Through they probably didn't even come from the kings they were attributed to. In all likelihood, they were flattering embellishments added by the royal activist. He actually believed those words and paid the price for it. But despite all of that, I sometimes still miss him. During those years he was still around, you could pretend that all was well. But now even the dullest of men must open their eyes and bear witness to all our ugliness. Convetrous and opportunist. War has broken out, and its advert has fulfilled everyone's wishes at all.
Your Grace, this is also your chance to unite Victoria.
Ha! Unity.
Victoria has been trodden upon and sullied for far too long. You have the right to restore her glory. This war is for Victoria.
No, my child. And this war is not for Victoria alone. Victoria, how we love to speak the name of our country. No, it's nothing more than a rag to cover festering abacuses when the people are in need of mortality. An empty husk to exploit hope when the people are in need of dignity. All those farmers, laborers, soldiers, and nobles. All those despise each other, who grope to each other's throats. Why does lumping all of them together make the great Victoria? When they speak of Victoria, what is it they're referring to? The fields they've tilled for half a lifetime? The factories we've gorged on their blood and tears? Collectations of looted artifacts? Great halls of imported carpets? A slosh of color with a line of text on the atlas? Or a news headline and a set of economic figures on the television set? Or is it the vast, glorious, and invincible empire built upon foundation of each man's integration? Let us prepare ourselves. Let us wait with the bated breath. Take a good look and witness where this war will take us.
God, Duke of Casters, you are such a long-winded lady. She just wanted to talk for so long. Why? I don't know. Is it because she's been ignored for so long? It's funny because I think this is the first time she's appeared in the main story, right? This is the first time? Like, I've seen her in many other stories, but I think this is the first time I've seen her in the main story? Or maybe she had maybe one scene before. And that one scene wasn't memorable because I don't remember it. Good day, sir! Let me guess. You want to be strung up on that fence too, huh? To be honest, I don't have a lot of fun with that job. I suggest you turn around and crawl back to where you belong. No! Please wait, good sir. The others just wanted me to come talk to you. That's not what I meant. We just have a few trivial issues. So if you could show us a bit of mercy. When did the Victorians start talking us taking us devils for a bunch of bleeding hearts.
All we wanted was to know what's going on in Norport Brought.
Nothing worth mentioning.
What if... Look. We can still scourge up some valuable trinkets. Surely you've heard of Sargon's gems. I have a number of them here.
Get lost.
I get it. You're not interested, huh? I also have a collection of old ghoulish paintings that are said to be priceless. Oh, alright. Maybe I was out of line to say that. This is going to cost me my life, isn't it? This guy's so chill. He's like, yep, we're gonna cost my life, fuck. How about a Gantari Petro firearm? I just happen to have one stashed away back home.
Interesting. You got your hands on an Angel Guardian's gun, huh?
Oh, it's not mine, though. It's for safekeeping. Heavens, those angels from the Nordal Hall are going to flay me alive if they find out. But if you're interested... I just happened to hear you, the Sarkars enjoy collecting them. So...
Listen up. I prefer my angelic toys freshly looted from a pile of corpses. Now piss off!
Sarkars, we just want to know what's going on. This is perfectly legitimate request. So many of us have been driven out of our homes, cramped into little ghettos with no place to live, no food, no freedom. Now all we want is an explanation.
Are all these houses not good enough for you? Pick a door, any door, knock on one of them, and get your sorry asses inside. What more do you want? A bathtub with a built-in back massager?
Yes, please. He would so kill if anyone said that. If you said yes, please. Ugh. You can't treat us like this. Where are the defense forces? I personally know Leto and want to speak with him. We haven't broken any rules. That's enough, mister. Be careful. Ooh, she's cute. They're armed.
Let go of me.
What do I have to be careful for? Listen up, Sarkaz. I lived here for 30 years. This is my city. This is my neighborhood. I know you've taken over those factories. I know you lust after Lundman's wealth. So take it. Splitting off a few factories won't put a dent in Victoria's glory. But I am my own man. Not even the king can take my home. Tell me, why did Norport Brought drive out of London overnight? What's the meaning of all these walls outside the Brought? Hey, are you trying to get yourself killed?
What possessed you into thinking that you could challenge my authority?
Please wait, good sir. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Whoa! Oh, don't worry. He'll never talk again. Well,
what a waste. Listen up, you sorry worms. To tell you the truth, I'd like nothing more than to slaughter each and every one of you right now. Seeing your faces makes me sick, but the boss says you lot are still useful. So I promised him I'd show a little restraint. This is the grace I've afforded you, but know that I can take it back just as easily.
hurry, run. Get away from here. Oh. Well. Help.
Run as fast as you can, pathetic Victorian. You've had your fun. Now it's your time to get a taste of the life once forced onto us. Hide in every nook and cranny. Hide beneath every shadow. Rip your mortality and swallow your dignity. This is everything we Sarkaz experienced. Now rejoice, because it's your turn. Call it equality. This is the kind of equality you've never known. Explain myself. Any questions? No. This is war, you dipshits. Well, that's kind of rude. Learn it, embrace it, just like we did 1,000 years ago. I don't think the people from 1,000 years ago are even alive, buddy. He would totally kill me. I would totally be on the list of people he killed or wants to kill. Or is actively trying to kill. With my little snarky comments. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'd be cut in 7 different pieces. And it's fine. It's all fine. Where am I? Stop your babbling already. Do you think they invited you here for a picnic? You can guess where the people who weren't so willing to come ended up. You're. Call me Bard. You're hurt. Need your wounds addressed. Follow me. Is your friend the pink-haired nurse? Be honest with. Oh shit! Oh, I forgot this. I forgot there was gameplay.
We're heading out. Remember, mind your cover.
I won't even lie to a single one of you. I completely forgot. There's
Be
gameplay.
careful. Don't get overconfident. Make your decision. Hark. Ne'er hast thou questioned.
You
the
can
road
limit
thou
me on how
strayed
much I could do, but you can't stop me.
If I make
Yeah, we'll
it
do
better
this.
in one piece, I win.
I don't like. Oh, is he just gonna bum rush?
Great Martha's ice yields to gentle
No bum
warmth
rushing.
embrace.
No bum rushing.
Lost
Commander, they're trying to bum rush me.
anyway.
I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
So what I'll do is I'll put Thorn
Incapacitating
here.
them
I
is
think
enough,
putting Thorn here
right?
maybe will be useful, because Thorn can help us.
Great Martha. Hark.
Oh
Ne'er hast
shit!
thou
There's another guy
questioned the road
coming.
thou
Actually,
strayed upon.
it's kind of perfect timing because like. Hey, first guy's good.
Doctor, それでも慰めを求めます。
This guy's suspicious, right? Like, look at him. Look at his suspicious little walk.
Observe the entirety of the board. There is no one point as ice yields.
Don't you agree? He's got
to
a suspicious
gentle
walk.
warmth's embrace.
Make him to papers, please. Papers, please. Sir, you're at the wrong exit. Sir.
Am I idol image? Who gives a crap about
Better watch your step.
He's looking suspicious.
Where's the most dangerous spot? Send me there.
I'm gonna put you here just because you can help. And actually, what if I put Fruits here? Doesn't it? Doesn't the search start the moment like someone sees him? I think that's how it works, right? Like the moment we see them. So this should make it a little faster.
Simply why must you insist on struggling?
Yeah, become evil. Oh my god. Oh my god, that was awesome. He just blew up into tiny pieces.
Great mind as ice yields to heart.
You can't lie, that's kind of funny.
Ne'er
Just the
hast
guy
thou
just
questioned the
instantly
road thou
became an edit.
strayed
Boom. evil, good, right? That's how it's been so far. Now that can change. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy, you're not gonna make... Oh, I placed in the wrong spot. Damn it. And evil, dead. Don't be evil. The right answer is just don't be evil, guys. You won't get blown up if you're a good person. My poor Hoshiguma, though. Look at that health bar.
I know what to do. I will sink your corpse into shadow. No one will find it.
You can at least help Hoshiguma, you know?
Mission accomplished.
Papers, please! Wow. Music feels more calming now, you know? A little more calming vibe with this music. That doesn't mean good things.
Alright. We should be safe here. Pardo, it's still a mess outside. We're most certain, non-Londonmen anymore. I reckon we can see the situation outside the plates from the top of the old loading tower. But I can't get near it. It's outside the restricted area. And I reckon even if you could spot anything, it wouldn't mean a thing. The Sarkars keep a close eye, and there are too many of them.
Oh shit. Alright. And what's the old bloke's story?
He was trying to talk terms with the Sarkars.
And how did that turn out?
Take a look for yourself. There. That's about all I could do, bandaging your wound.
Thank you. Thank you, miss. Goodness. Why? Just what happened? What else could have happened? The Sarkars have been in London for 4 years now. You couldn't possibly still think that they're invited here by that poor Cavendish as his guest, right? But they haven't ever... Haven't ever what? Huh? You must be one of those noblemen who never leaves their mansion. Need their maids to fetch their morning crystal milk. How'd you fall so low to find yourself in Norport?
No. I'm but a scholar. I merely run a certain troubles financially. As soon as I finish my manuscript, I shall... Drat, the manuscript is still in my study.
Ha! Bard. You've really got a knack for finding these poor fellows. Down on their luck, bastards, don't you?
Would you at least have some respect? If all goes well, it's very likely I will become a Royal Academic of Science next academia.
Very likely. Yeah, this guy.
I still don't understand. The news kept saying that.
All is well. What more do you want them to say? Friends and civilians, I sincerely regret to inform you that London is now a shithole. The special instructors that they spent on the newspaper's office and TV stations actually earned their keep, you know? Did you see whose flag they're flying above the munitions factory in Heiberg? If not, you've got to at least remember that the fire in Agritrieg the other day, right? But the war. What about the defense force, the Dukes? Aren't they defending us
all around London? How can this... The Sarkars can't possibly triumph over the Dukes. Can they? The devils are a bunch of savages who cower in the wilderness, but Victoria is the greatest country across the land. I don't know how to explain to this poor guy. Who told you that? Who told you that? Did you realize that out of nowhere, while munching on the cake at your home? Didn't you feel that way when the Dibbles held me up against the wall and frisked me? All right, next academia. Off you go. You don't belong here. But where do I go? Where can I go? My flat is in the lockdown zone, and I haven't the slightest idea where my loyal servant is. I know no one here. What can you do? Medical work? Sweeping? Repairing? Anything? My research is in heraldry. You scholarly chaps. Ever studied how to turn air into stakes? Well, it is by no means an area of expertise, but I'd imagine it's a little difficult. Huh. Stop bringing these fancy lads back, will ya? He doesn't even understand sarcasm. We don't have a lot of supplies on hand either. Maybe we can help Delphine manage the warehouse. Bard, stop trying to pass all your problems to me. Can't very well watch him die on the streets. At times like this, we have to come together and unite as one. Even having one extra man on board is more manpower to us. Oh, come on. I wish Parliament and the Dukes would learn from you people. We wouldn't have fallen to where we are today. You think they're not united enough? They were all very united when it came to hailing the king. That was... never mind. I just hope you'll be of some use, Mr. Next Academia. I shall do everything in my power. Though speaking of which, who would all of you be? Who are we? Alright. Welcome to the gym. The Slobber Knocker. You could call me Gloglo. Glosco? Glosco? Heidi, how have you been? So we're going back to London now. To tell the truth, I haven't any idea where you have been as of late. Ever since Mr. Adams took the books... Adams, the bookstore owner, died, I haven't been able to reach you. It's been a long time since I last continued our work. Forgive me, my dear friends. I never hide anything from you, but I am truly very befuddled. You once told me that peace would come again, but I can't fool myself with false hope anymore. I can't hide in my room and pretend that everything we do is still meaningful. Right? We could look at things on a broader scale. The mission of history. Of course, peace will come. It will, eventually. And war will undoubtedly shatter it in an ever-crueling way. I once thought we could win, and I still hope that we will. But Heidi, if everything that we had done amounts to nothing but self-comfort, no, not if. This might already be the truth. These books, these desks, this school may not come crumbling down at any moment. How are they meant to stand up against the force of a new era? Heidi, I can't. I can't keep going anymore. What should I do? Lady Golding, are you all right? Molly, you're back. Are you writing a letter? No, this is nothing. I just remember a few novels that I read before. The protagonists are always charming, suave, always heading for the front lines wearing a uniform befitting of them, with a pipe in their mouth. But the author never tells us which battlefield they're heading to, and how the trenches smell. Those who are enamored of the protagonist, both women and men, taste fine desserts with anxious hearts. But of course, we all know these are just literacy techniques. The stories are always end happy. Authors with a little bit of ambition might try to build what the critics call a profound atmosphere. The stories are adorned with preventable deaths, and they are always the protagonist's comrades, dearest friends, dying in the trenches to shield the hero. In the end, the wretched enemy finds themselves defeated by the hero's swords, thus restoring justice and normality. And at his fallen friend's funeral, a solemn crowd gathers to remember his heroics, as petals symbolize honor are scattered among top the casket. This is the most emotional part. The protagonist clenches his fist, wipes his tear, and looks forward towards the sun with resolve. And without fail, they always say that hope will come and all sacrifices will be meaningful. And that's where the author stops. Let the readers imagine for themselves what truly beautiful future. Let them bask in that stately feeling in the end. I'm surprised you read these kinds of novels. It was years ago. Everyone was that age once. I used to be obsessed with those books when I was still a little girl. I wasn't very attached to the protagonist, actually. I was indeed obsessed with those deaths. Sometimes I imagine myself as one of those heroes who sacrificed themselves for their cause, and the masses would sing my praise for eras I helped create. Or at the very least, my sacrifice. How childish. Later on, I thought I'd be clear-headed enough to see the past these sugar-coated fantasies. But then I started to notice there might be nothing inherently different between who I am now and who I was back then. Don't say that. You told the children yourself. Death is a solemn topic. Did I? I don't remember.
You're fucking with her.
Perhaps it was just the lecture that I've got so used to giving. How was procurement today? Not too bad. The situation on the streets isn't very serious. The price of the shops haven't gone up, though there were more city defense soldiers than usual. The Sarkar soldiers are not as secretive as they used to be. But everyone is pretending as if nothing has happened, except what used to be Northport. There is nothing left except support structures extending from the surrounding districts. What about those places? I need to apologize to you again. I should never have dragged you into this. It's just Leto has his eye on me, and every time I step out the door, I find myself followed by several ill-meaning men. I had no choice but to make a gamble that you are not on the watch list yet. No, I'm glad to do my part for Londonman. It's just that The places you told me about were all pretty quiet. I used the password, but no one answers. Maybe they're all already given up. No. They're all stronger than I am. Much stronger. But I found a letter. It should be for you, so I didn't open it. No. This isn't their handwriting. The letter has practically all the information on the Self-Salvation Corps' communications. What? But how could that be? This is a threat. They know us like the back of their hands. Then, what should we do, Lady Golding? Molly, I'll have another list of places for you. I've never been to these bases myself, but having analyzed the flow of information, they should be there. I shouldn't take this risk. This goes against our established practice, but this information is important to the Self-Salvation Corps, right? Many lives are on the line. Then we must do it. Molly, just as I thought. Watch out for anyone who could be tailing you. Whether they are Sarkals or not, do not let your guard down. Look for a girl called Clovissa. There, or anyone who can get in contact with her, tell them that the entire intelligence network has been exposed. They must evacuate immediately. Lady Golding, where are you going? To Leto's office. I will try to buy us as much time as I can for the rest of you. Relax, I'll be fine. I just hope I'm stronger than I think I am.
Golding is not going to have a good ending. I'm already feeling it. You know?
Doctor, I have a dream. I saw the city shrouded in dark clouds, and blood-stained Sarkos flags flew above every building. Outside the city, Origium grew everywhere my eyes could see.
No, that's a premonition. That's probably going to happen very soon. Like, scarily soon.
I saw a rusted throne towering over the land. The masses kneeling before it, crying tears stained in black. I saw the person on the throne wave their arm and shouts that followed pierced the sky. Let in the shadows of the throne. The cowering men lifted their heads ever so slightly. I felt what they felt. I don't know how to describe it. It was so all over the place, so stifled. I could only make out what was on the surface, that pain, and hatred. Who was that on the throne? Is this the future that the collective soul of Sarkos foresaw? Or is this the duty of the Sarkos king? Did Thressa have this dream? Could this be the sight she is looking forward to now?
Water bottle.
No, it can't be. Doctor, this dream, it doesn't mean anything, right?
It's just a dream. Actually, I would have said it's a premonition of shit to come. It probably is, in all full honesty. And that's at least what I think. Because we still have 2 more chapters, so...
Right. It's just a dream. Amia, doctor. Is Dr. Calsit better? Hard to say. Her body was frail to start with, and her wounds are deep. Shining has attempted several solutions, but all of them were limited in their effectiveness. She has yet to awaken. Monster seems to be slowly repairing itself. Likewise, we do not have any idea how well it will recover, and whether it can actually even recover. Doctor, at the Defense Forces Command Tower, if only
Everyone did their best. You're fine, Amiya. Amiya, you're fine.
Dr. Calsit. I never once imagined that Dr. Calsit could one day be wounded this badly. She always solved all our problems like they were nothing. She gave us the best advice for every situation. She's Dr. Calsit. I've never seen her look tired, but now... Doctor,
Take Amiya's hand.
I know. I will bear the responsibilities that are mine to bear. Rhodes Island mission here is far from over.
That's the most true statement you've said.
But I want to see Dr. Calsit one more time, may I? Even if it's just sitting there on her bed for a short while. Rather than staying with the wounded. You two have more important work to do. Closure wants you to know that she finished analyzing the data from the command tower. Clarissa is calling a meeting. We need to reevaluate the situation in London.
War has broken out. At this point, war is broken out.
Then please tell us our next step should be.
What you did
Oh.
back there, they're all natural reflexes to
Ooh!
you?
Ooh,
You
look at all the
are
pretty stuff we get. We
amazing.
got a Lucky Drop. I still don't fully understand Lucky Drops. To be
Welcome
honest with
home,
everyone.
Doctor.
Eh. Damn it. I should probably level Wang, right? But I'm also just really tempted to level her a little bit. Because she's going to be one of our main
Are you
characters.
sure I need to watch these? Back in Casdell, you
Oh my
used to
God.
lead my people.
And I get this. And I get this. It's just trying to get as much as I can. Alright, next one. What's the mission look like? So, 2 lines of defense. Aliens have -1 to block? Yeah. Well, shit. This may be more annoying than I thought. Because now we have -1 to the blockers. I really don't like that one. But I think we're gonna see Clovissa? Well, no, we should see everyone. We should see Clovissa. We should see, Rock. We should see that whole squad, right?
Amiya, Doctor, you're here. Ha! As you can see, the morale here is rather low right now. It's a mess. But please pay no mind. Ever since Allerdale left, our logistics have been in shambles. But given the problems we face, this is the best solution we have. We lost many men in our last battle. We once thought that these sacrifices would be in vain, and that as long as we stopped the Sarkoz's projects, everything would still be salvageable. Regrettably, they acted much faster than anticipated. The Sarkoz, not only do they have the shard, they also built that airship. The report has been distributed to everyone. The airship attacked the Duke of Waldemir's army out in the open. The illusions of peace has shattered. As for the shard, if the Sarkoz willingly started this war, then their control of the shard must have proceeded much farther along than we expected. I'm too afraid to make this gamble. Etterdale once told me the legend of this sword. She said that the sign of kings, capable to render catastrophes asunder, is Victoria's strongest shield, with which the country can defend against storms pulled towards it. Then she must also have told you that the stone of the sword beneath the palace exists precisely because there are few who can activate this power. Siege, do you really feel nothing from the sword? Maybe, I don't know, like a scene of being summoned? Or perhaps there's a low heat? Maybe you can suddenly use some kind of really whacked arts? You just might actually be able to... No, nothing. The sword is cold and hard. It's a little lighter to swing than a hammer. And very easy to control your strength with. Is there nothing else? If any part of you feels a bit off, we should have polished before it sees battle again. It's a little rusted. It seems we can't count on the sword doing us much of a good turn and help us fend off against the threat from the shard for the time being. But it also won't become a bargaining chip in the Duke's internal strife. Right, Doctor of Rhodes Island. It is better for this sword to be under our control rather than any other faction. At the very least, being able to prevent it from becoming an accomplice to this war is important enough. Important enough? This is important enough. Ellerdale, if only I... Please, don't get discouraged, Siege. Maybe you just haven't gotten the hang of it, or it's not time yet. Just about done analyzing that supply line, Doctor. It's physically guaranteed that the starting point is rural Bentwood, and it's got a lot of endpoints. Aside from the munitions factory in Heiberg, it's very likely they have a route that extends right underneath the shard. Ugh, we found out way too late. If only we found out 10 days sooner, things probably wouldn't have turned out the way they have. That said, the intel about the supply route is still meaningful, Doctor. If this route is capable of transporting heavy supplies and leading straight to the bottom of the shard, we could transport more than just supplies. We could transport us. That's right. With the war having broken out, there may not be a lot of guards around Thresses. Each lord of the royal court has to command their subordinates to fend off the dukes. The liches joining the fray would be a problem. But from what I know of them, they wouldn't truly pick a side. Besides, I'm sure the Dame Calcid talked to their messenger before. I just hope that they opted to follow her advice. Now, we'd best... Vina, you ought to at least bring up what happened at Norport. It's not our turf that those Sarkaz assholes got it out. Bard is still there. Bloody bastards. Bloody bastards. Instead of counting offensive on their supply lines, we should be helping them. Calm down. We must think about the whole situation. You little twat. You think being a knight gives you the right to teach me to look at the big picture? I don't give a shit about wiping out some old Sarkaz monsters. My friends are in danger. My home is in danger. And you want me to bloody stand aside and do nothing? No. I know you're restless, but we must consider all possibilities. I do not recommend splitting up. Until we are certain the ones who attempted to take the Remblade have given up, you'd best... Best what? Underground like cower... Best cower underground? Give me a break. We can take care of those sneaky bastards. What we have to do now is... Enough, Indra. Fine. When will the operation targeting Thressus commence? Not very soon. We need time to observe the supply line specific situation. The shard's intel structure needs to be investigated. 2. Thressus, he's powerful. Letting our guard down would only spill our doom. How long would it take, more specifically? Less than half a month. I hope to put a stop to all this before he truly activates the shard. That's good enough. Dr. Glesavanna, I am requesting a temporary leave before this operation. Please rest assured I will be back before the operation to commence. So you insist on going to Norport? I've lost enough friends already, Clovissa. I can't just do nothing over and over again. I am making this request out of my personal feelings, yes. I won't try to hide it. But in the same time, I think this is an opportunity before our normal operations begins. We can first remove certain hidden threats. For example, those who hurt Atherdale, and those who want the Siege of Kings. That's without a doubt a duke, no matter what position he is planning to take. I think I should have a conversation with him. Alicion said this already, but time is not on our side. It's never been on our side. Not once in our life has it ever been on our side. We're kind of in this weird, screwed position right now, you know? I understand. I will handle this properly. Doctor, what do you think? ... There are still things worthy of our attention on the plate. Right, the Sarkaz airship is very likely docked on Norport. And this also implies she, Thressa, might be there. In this war, we will have to face her sooner or later. There is another thing Logos mentioned to me. Emergency. The Sarkaz ambushed the Camden brought safe house. Their forces. Camden? What's going on? Alert, the safe house in Atrugig being ambushed. Feist, the safe house in Heiberg is under attack. What's the situation over there? We're mounting a counterattack. and are evacuating underground. The situation's dire. It's likely that the Sarkos have... This is no simple annihilation. They're planning to... Granny! Granny! Do you hear me? Drat, the transmission's cut off. What's going on? We have 3 safe houses under attack by Sarkos. Their communications have been cut off. We must back them immediately. No. It's not just the 3 safe houses. Our communications have been cut off. Get down, Doctor.
And now this safe house.
Clarissa, what's going on? How can this be there? This place is top secret, within the Self-Salvation Corps. Logos mentioned to me that it's possible the Sarkos have infiltrated our intelligence network. Based on the situation we now find ourselves in, I can only assume that the failure of our confidentiality far exceeded what we anticipated. It's very likely that all Self-Salvation Corps bases are under attack. We must evacuate! Where can we go?
I like how this wasn't super important for you to tell us immediately. Right? Think about that. She didn't believe this was important to tell us. Like somehow this is secondary thing. Oh yeah, our whole base may be just destroyed in 3 seconds. Don't worry about that. Oh yeah, Logos told me a while ago. I just didn't want to inform anyone else. Clarissa, I liked you, but this is your fuck up. And I'm not calling this a small fuck up. This is huge.
Everyone, the Sarkos assault is fierce. They've had their eyes on this place for a long time, and the routes on the surface have already fallen.
Oh, you fucker. Oh, I forgot Misery. Oh, fuck you, Misery. Making me suffer for almost 2 hours just trying to beat you. The mid-level buffer zone has been breached too. Doctor, the enemy is using a new Sarkos witchcraft device. With their numbers and strength, our defense forces and Self-Salvation Corps friends won't be able to withstand this assault.
Truth be told, we have no chance of winning, Rodden. Who's in charge of organizing the defense won't last very long. How much time can they buy us? 15 minutes, no, half an hour? That's all the time we have. Evacuate. Where are we supposed to run? There isn't anywhere safe for the Salvation Corps in London. The equipment factory's 3rd warehouse. The car part on the 4th season department store. Maybe Viscount Brian's mansion. No, they're all too risky. There has to be somewhere. If it's dangerous everywhere in London, we can evacuate the city for the time being. Evacuate the city? But... Right! The Sarkos supply line! We can use the supply line in Hoburg and get the hell out of Lugman. Lundman.
Lugman.
We've got too many wounded men and non-combatants. Taking an underground route will help us avoid most of the fighting. Oh shit. But our work in London. The onslaught we are facing tells us that they simply thought they had no need to wipe us out before. Now that war has broken out, the military commission has started to truly see the Self-Salvation Corps as a threat.
Well, yeah, you don't want to be attacked on 2 different fronts. It's kind of one of the big goals to avoid.
We have no time to hesitate. I need to head out immediately to back Rodden up. We will try to draw the Sarkos main force attention the best we can to cover our evacuation. Very well. Immediate Doctor, the Salvation Corps will need your assistance. in this evacuation. We will never abandon our allies. Asilium, mount a breakout. Misery, destroy all the files. I'm on it. Logos, I'm here. Help Horn and her team buy us time. Rest assured, Doctor, I will guarantee your safety. Before we could finalize plans to relocate and secure our communications, the Royal Court picked the perfect time for this annihilation operation. It seems they know us better than we ever imagined. Theresis has also gotten sharper. Not like when he was simply pretending. If it's certain that this place will fall, I guess it won't matter if we go all out. Logos, we will be back. You can rebuild this place. Next, we need to find an entrance to the Heiberg supply route. This is where you come in. Understood. Everyone, come with me. Closure. Take all the wounded non-combatants and go with them. I'm counting on you and Shining to take care of Kalsit. Huh? What? Hey, Dr. Glisavana, what kind of sick joke is this? Am I supposed to be a non-combatant then? Or are you what? You bet your ass I can beat the crap out of you. It's you who should be evacuating with the rest of them.
Nah.
Amiel? Elysion? Amiel and Elysion will make sure I will be safe. They both got me. I got mine too. Doctor, I won't let you get hurt. So you've got 3 teams. Horn, Misery, and Logos will lead the primary operation to resist the Sarkaz assault. Doctor, you go with the Mian Siege's gang to hold off the other Sarkaz.
They're cruising.
Shining and I will follow the rest of the Salvation Corps and evacuate this place without making any noise. Where are we going to meet up in the end? A small town outside London. Brentwood. Alrighty, objective confirmed. We're now in war. It won't spare any one of us. But we also mustn't lose hope.
Let's see. Which insect is falling into my trap?
Everything is under control. Make your wait, for the snow shall bury this all.
Picked out your bait yet?
Okay. What are all these civilians doing?
Make your wait, for the snow shall bury this all.
And then we put Haruka here.
If I make
So
it
at least
back
Haruka
in
can
one
start
piece.
seeing these guys, right? If they walk by this area, Haruka can see them.
A battlefield prep. Senkoku. Step on alert.
There we go. This is what we need. We need some vision on these guys so we know what's happening.
Last step. I've been.
Hark! Ne'er hast thou questioned the road.
Yeah, see,
thou
look at all
strayed
these.
upon.
At least some of them will be known. I hate this.
You really think you'll get away?
Why aren't they being blocked? Okay, positive. That one's evil.
Switching forms.
Great mind. Hark! Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou
Oh, you
strayed
should
upon.
be seen already. I'll even put W here.
My idol image? Who gives a crap about that right now?
What? No! Oh my god, I hate... I couldn't see that.
Don't worry. They'll stay clear of you as long as I'm around. See you in a bit. Once
I
I'm
feel
done with them.
betrayed. I feel attacked. This mission sucks. This mission sucks.
Let's make this quick. My time is valuable.
So we're gonna put
Everything
Silver
is
Ash
under
here.
control. Great mind. Thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
Don't keep me waiting. I know what.
At least I can get more
hide your
money this
fear.
way, you know?
If I make it back in one piece, I win.
Thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
And we put Krutz here, so and we're gonna put Krutz way earlier so we can actually see more. Because apparently that was just a big mistake I made.
Plenty of events, but this is the most.
Thy trampling of this hallowed ground
And then
shall
if I put
beget
Thorn
bitter
here,
rue.
you know, then Thorn can see here.
Go ahead. I'm all ready and set.
Don't keep me waiting.
Switching forms.
Make your hark. Ne'er hast
Okay,
thou
positive,
questioned
positive,
the road thou
good.
strayed upon.
Do we have Iragiri? Wait! The sword! Whatever! Take
Okay.
this!
I'm feeling a little better now.
Awaiting on. Stand still. It'll spare all of us the effort.
And none of these guys are villains. You know?
Doctor, それでも. Look at you all!
Oh my god, another
Half
group of
the world,
civilians.
But you never figured out how to beat me.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, everyone gets a -1 to block.
Great
Oh
might.
my god, that's so
The
annoying.
snow shall as ice yields to gentle warmth's embrace.
Really forgot about that gimmick. The awful gimmick.
Don't keep me waiting.
Where's their most annoying guy? I'll take him down.
Well, I already know 2 evil, right? And we're probably gonna learn about a lot of these because, like,
we both might just die here with them. Go ahead. I'm stand still.
I'm shocked I haven't discovered these guys. Well, they're all blue, so that means they're gonna be good. Yep, like those 2 were found to be good.
Communicate. This may sting a little.
Nah, monster's coming.
Just bear with it.
Screw you. Monster could deal with a lot of
Make
this.
your hark. Ne'er hast thou thy trampling of this hallowed ground shall beget bitter rue.
And having Hoshiguma right there, everything should be fine now.
Monster. In position.
Yep, I already know the civilians too. The position we have has so much vision. It's
Make
fine.
your hark. As ice
At this point,
yields
everyone's just so
to gentle warmth's embrace.
Your attacks are all within my calculations.
Oh, he's a bad guy. Guys, look how evil he looks.
Mission accomplished.
So dumb. So dumb. Come in. You're here, Golding.
Leto, you know us better than I ever imagined.
Do you mean?
The Lundeman Self-Salvation Corps. Where did you get this info from?
It doesn't matter. I have a seat, Lady Golding. Please, there is no reason for you to feel anxious. This war is not between you and I.
Answer me, Colonel.
I know why you came, Golding. You want to buy time. You are under the impression you have enough leverage to discuss terms. You think you can still help your friends? How regrettable. I thought you would be wiser.
We had a conversation not too long ago. You said you did not want to see Lundeman become the next Lingwans. Take a look around us. Take a look at the deep abyss that Lundeman is plunging into. Is this the choice you made for yourself that you spoke about?
Golding, didn't you rebuke me on that? Correct. We are plunging towards that abyss. War has begun. War once tore apart Gaul, our homeland. What will it tear apart this time? Maybe it will be the Sarkaz. Maybe it'll be Victoria.
You know how disastrous this will be. Hundreds of thousands, millions of people will
bleed, die, and burned by this era.
You know that better than anyone.
That is correct. I know this very well. But I must also admit that it was you who opened my eyes. You made me reflect on my decision. If I had to question my consciousness, I would not have carried nearly as much. Let us cast aside those hypothetical high hopes of mankind and civilization, Golding. When we were young, we talked freely about those subjects, and with nothing but admiration in our heart, slug the praises of the outstanding men and women in history. Mankind, the master of all things, our intelligence, bravery, set us apart from wild beasts and graced us with these lands with radiant miracles. But if we simply lifted our heads from the books and compared, we would realize how close their endings are to reality before us. The same falls, the same rottenness, and the same self-destruction. What if all those things we sang the praise of were nothing but temporary illusions? What if believing that we are eternal makes us naive? What if destruction was our true nature?
You were so pessimistic before, Leto.
Pessimistic? Golding, you are so kind with your choice of words. You describe my crazed musing as just pessimist. I thought I warned harsher criticism. It seems you are not as resolute as I thought you would be. I am simply exhausted. I merely started to try facing reality. It is very painful, but I have no other choice. As for the conversation we had the other day, I can now offer you a new answer. I did not choose any missions for myself, Lady Golding. I only wanted to survive the ceaseless destruction. It's pitiful and weak, insignificant and inadequate, but this is the answer I arrived at, and it is the only one I have to offer. What else can I do?
You're a soldier. You should have
followed orders. Whose orders should I follow? The king is dead. The Sarkaz run parliament, and each duke has his own master plan.
You could have
become a hero. At what cost? if the price is not one that I can afford. When you walked into the room, did you see the eyes of the guards standing by the door? The officers under me, my comrades, and those bewildered young men. Till has 5 children. Sanas's mother has been paralyzed for 3 years, and Toten's brother has orpathy. The vampires will suck their blood dry. Bowing down will not prevent anything. At the very least, nothing has happened yet, as of today. Golding, it's my hope that you survive all this as well, speaking personally. Fundamentally, you and I might be of a kind. It's only that I have chosen to give up, while you are still fighting firm. You and I are nothing alike. You asked me where I obtained the information of Lundeman's Self-Salvation Corps. Very well, I shall answer you. From a cowardly teacher. What are you saying? Look at yourself, Golding. Your blunders and tracks you left behind are owed to your cowardice and fear. Sentimental kinds have never been a good fit for intelligence work. You've known that from the start. No, it can't be. Oh, I have to read. I can't read. There's been a lot of chatter on my communications here. The Sarkaz ambushed. The Camden brought safe house. Their forces. Alert! The safe house at Arcatrig. Hello? Can anyone hear me? This is the Mengna brought safe house. We're under. No. Golding. They are all dying because of you. Well, that's just evil. You pushed them into the fire. Well, to be honest, if you couldn't hide, like, where you were going and all the, like, you know, to be honest, you did fuck up. This is what your fight brings. And for that, I can only mourn. There's too many men. They're all well equipped and they're working far too well with each other. Mercenaries aren't capable of these. These are military elites. Each and every one of them is a bloodthirsty machine who dug his way out of 1,000 battles. Out of the way, the lot of you. Indrid, watch your back. This isn't going to work. We are on the back foot right now. I will locate the position of their commander. Amia, maintain formation. Don't stop. I got it. Damn. There's more of them down this alley. Stay close, Doctor. We will cut our way through. Go forth 300 meters and take the first left. Who said that? Hurry up. There are more ambushers on the roof. Doctor, did you hear that? That voice? Watch out for their arts. Cut through that danger zone. Hold on tight, Doctor. Oh, shit. Ah! I like to think I'm being carried like a baby. Limit the number of cells you know. Yep. And she revealed well, to be honest, it sounds like she either had like a picture of the whole network, because there's no way you could figure out every single point in the network by one person. And there's no way she traveled across the entirety of London to get all the information. It sounds more like maybe Heidi? They got Heidi or something. Or someone else. Because Golding only knows in her area, right? Like the bookstore. Or maybe she was sending letters to every base. And if she was sending letters to every base, that would make sense. Because then, you know, you put the address of where you're sending it. And just look at everywhere she sent a letter. You know everything. Left. Well, let's listen to that voice. I hate being ordered around. Fine. Either way, you're being ordered. You are being ordered by, like, so many people in the chain of command. What do you mean you don't like it? What do you mean? What? This is silly. "50 meters. And to your right." "Bloody! That's a wall there!" "No. Some kind of illusion. Perhaps charge through it?" You trusted the magical voice and you jumped through a wall. Voice tells you, left. There's a wall. Left. Well, okay. Imagine you trusting Google Maps that way. Just like, turn left in 200 feet. I'm on a bridge. There's only ocean to my left. Turn left now. Okay. And just a magical bridge appears. There's no one I hate more than sneaky bastards like you. Show yourself. That assassin of yours has already taken down the commander of your pursuers. You are safe for the time being. I said show yourself. Her name's Alessan, is it? Impressive. Doctor behind me. Who are you? Please. There is no need to fret, dear Rhode Islanders. A few of my colleagues just touched base with Alexandria not too long ago. Alas, I did not go too well. You are the man behind Allerdale? Show yourself. I won't say it again. Please, lower your hammer. Your Highness, you are merely wasting your strength. As heir to the throne, from a certain viewpoint at least, you should have a bit more patience. You said so yourself not too long ago, that we should have a conversation. You had the self-salvation core trapped. Their evacuation plan will be successful. Do note that this is a promise, not sarcasm. I know you. My sincerest apologies to meet all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope there yet remains a roof for our objective to coexist. An Ashen Tribble? Very perceptive, Lady Isabel Montague. I should have expected no less from a second of the court of Manchester. Indeed, we are often referred to as the Tribble Ashers. Should you have the chance, please send your mother my regards. You? Please. There is no need for alarm, Lady Montague. I harbor no ill will against you and your friends at the moment. Is the arts gimmick you have over there a geist of your goodwill too?
I'm not fond of having conversation next to a pile of explosives.
This is merely a precaution.
Well then, a precaution too.
Lower your weapon, Miss Alyson. This is not worth it. Rhodes Island Pharmaceuticals made a series of passages and call permit requests for so-called industrial waste recycling and processing purposes, currently hiding within the territory of the Duke of Goduin, currently 631 kilometers away from London.
And what if we are?
Miss Amia, I surmise your recycling work is processing a space?
You know Rhodes Island well.
Looks like Victorian bigwigs aren't completely oblivious to us. We do merely what must be done. You have been very careful. You charted your course and built a well-hidden supply network around your ship. You wish to avoid Victoria's attention, and you almost fooled us. Regardless of whether your intentions are good or otherwise, wouldn't you agree that discretion is the worst quality there is to a ruler? And who do you serve, Mr. Tribbleasher? If at all possible, I would say that I serve Victoria. Alas, the reality is that I serve only a small part of Victoria. This small part is more than enough to keep me well occupied, however. Which means you work for one of the dukes. You're a Duke lapdog. If the Duke of Wellington saw us as a threat, Rhodes Island would already have been attacked. The Duke of Weldemere control has yet to reach Duke Galdon's territory, not by short. From what I know, the Duke of Normandy is more interested in business. Most other dukes are fence sitters. You work for Castor. Doctor, the commander of Rhodes Island. There exists very little information on you. We understand the impression that this was due to a lack of importance. We will reevaluate our internal appeasal. Why? Wait, you don't need to rat on me to the Duke of Castors. Wait. I don't want you following me. I don't feel comfortable with you looking at me like that. Don't look into me like that. I feel a little awkward. You know? I don't like it. What is Rhodes Island worth to that part of Victoria you speak? We actually do not have much of an interest in this so-called pharmaceutical company that deals in waste recycling. But your operator has a very unique background. Moreover, she poses something important.
You failed once, but you still haven't given up?
This is my job, Your Highness. Let us not make things hard for each other. This sword is nothing more than a heavy rod of iron in your hands. What do you intend to do with it? Can you really cut through catastrophes that loom above us? It is a mere tale. You cannot wield it to its true potential.
What does the Duke of Castors want to do with it then?
To fulfill a promise.
A promise?
To bring her followers peace and stability. We do indeed have certain technologies that can immediately put this blade to good use. Just as the Sigh of Kings once sheltered London. The Duke wishes for this blade to become a turning point for unity.
In that case, those who aren't on your side, will deservedly be swallowed by the catastrophe.
That's how it will become that turning point.
Doctor, I will make my move in 3 seconds. We must escape this situation. Our operators on the land ship are more than capable of taking care of a crisis that could unfold soon. And so, we have to take this risk. 3, 2, 1. All of you seem pretty tense. Perhaps I came at a bad time. Right on time, Innes. Ooh! Mr. Treble Asher. You have to admit that you came well prepared. 13 small communication stations, with 4 of them triggered passively. They were set up automatically, sent out orders if they don't receive your message after 10 minutes. I didn't want to venture a guess as to what orders they were meant to send out, so I took the liberty of crushing them all. I hope you don't mind. Your subordinates were very strong, even after they heard the word vampire. That said, I believe that, aside from the Sarkaz royal court, there are certain others hiding in the city who would be very interested to learn of their existence. Tell me, where do you suppose I should take them? Highness, former Sarkaz mercenary, it's hardly surprising that you are still alive. We've determined for some time now that someone was behind all these little tricks around London. You've done very well. We know that there is a sizable number of Sarkaz mercenaries inclined to leave the military commission's control. But we both know that does not come without a cost, don't we? Your business partner might be a fairly dire straits. Perhaps we should be a little more blunt with each other. I know you have more tricks up your sleeves. And you know we still have some trump cards in our hands. Let's stop probing each other. Your shadow tells me you are wavering. Very well, let's make a deal. I have a tricky mission, but as you can see, I'm not much for fighting and adventuring. So you want someone to die in your stead? I have faith in your abilities. Certainly you have already seen the airship that is currently parked at the new isolated Northport Brat. Make your way there and get your hands on its schematics. And what's in it for me? You get to live for now. Fuck you. I want more. I want more of this deal. I want a lifetime supply of shrimp. I don't even like shrimp, but I want a lifetime supply of shrimp. I think it's shrimp season right now, because I've been seeing it in stores, like a lot of shrimp in stores. But it's shrimp season. I expect a lifetime supply, buddy. Or maybe bread? I don't know. I don't know what Londonman's main export is. Whatever it is, whatever food it is. Actually, it's Britain. It'd probably be like bread and beans. You know, maybe not food. Tea? I'm not a super big tea person. I don't know what I want from you, but I'll figure it out. It's gonna be a lifetime supply of it too. You and your friends, your allies, your wounded, and your airship all get to remain alive for the time being. This is no trouble at all to Victoria. But as for the rest of you... Deal. No! Don't agree to that! I wanted a lifetime supply of something. I wanted to get something out of this.
Rest, Doctor.
Stupid doctor.
I'll keep a watch on the follow-up.
Goddamn doctor. I'm a little upset. You know? I'm personally upset. What do I want to do?
Trying to think of what my plan is. Because I'm hungry. I'm really hungry. We're definitely... I'm gonna do one more mission. And I gotta think about food. Deployed units have -2! Wait, what does it mean, -2? Oh, -2 deployable units. Oh. Oh. Okay. I can deal. I can deal with that. I think we can deal with that, right? That's not like a hard thing to deal with. The most impossible thing to deal with right there. I don't know. It'll probably be harder, but it won't be that much harder, right? How quick to answer, Doctor of Rhodes Island. A safe location has been sent to Alexandria's terminal. Please stand by there. I cannot guarantee your safety for any actions you take outside of our agreement. My terminal? When did... You have some impressive talents among your ranks. That's very good. This should contribute to our common goal, instead of becoming an obstacle to our cooperation, right? This isn't completely up to us. Of course. You must slowly build our trust. Please, wait for our next communication. Doctor, I need to contact Closure and reevaluate the safety of Rhodes Island's communications. Until then, maintain radio silence. Of course, we need to take care of the issues regarding the land ship's calling procedures. Thank you, Ines. Hello, Ines. This is the first time we've met. I'm afraid not. I've lost some of my memories. I'm sorry. I'm aware. This is our first meeting for this version of you. Have you really lost your memories, or is it part of your plan? I forgot about a lot of things, indeed. I've never been quick to judge, Dr. Glaceavana. I can sense that you've gone through some changes. We'll have a lot of time to get reacquainted in the future. Rather than trusting verbal statements, I prefer to see things for myself. Eisen, the doctor. Relax, Amiya. My prejudice won't be a factor. For now. But you're cute. Want to Winnebago. What? A fully equipped big kitchen, waterbed, AM-FM, CD, microwave. It's not a car dealership, pal. Who wants a Winnebago? Alright, a Winnebago. Thank you. Burgundy interior. That's kind of funny. What do you want? I want a Winnebago. Don't you have this giant land ship? Yes, but I still want my Winnebago. I want to ride back to my airship in style. Evacuation's almost complete. Good. We need to get out of here ASAP. Oh. That's Sarkaz from Rhodes Island. Is his name Rhodes Island? I thought we'd seen all the surprises Rhodes Island's fight styles had to offer. Having fought alongside Misery all this time. Right. It doesn't matter who exactly he is. His cursecraft has been a great help. Huh. He's a great darts player, too. I played against him a couple rounds. His accuracy might just be as terrifying as those arts of his. Damn! Logos, have you ever won, like, the world's dart competition? Maybe you should enter. You know, when we're not fighting in a civil war? I don't know. A friend of mine taught me a couple tricks before, that's all. He's no match for me in a
sliding match. But when it comes to darts, he's not so bad. Horn, the Sarkaz forces have retreated. We should seize this opportunity. According to the plan, Rhodes Island and Salvation Corps will take the supply route, head towards the exit, and make their way to a town called Brentwood to build a new safe house there.
Such a fun. I felt like I knew it. I could not recognize the movie that line was from. I haven't watched that. To be honest, I think I watched that movie probably a couple years ago now. Probably? A chair, fixture, text, logos. A racing champion.
We will regroup with them there. I suggest we charge towards the city walls. Norport Broad is gone, and even though the Sarkaz have patched up the walls, they wouldn't have enough time to build new plates to fill in the holes there. The exposed underground structure might just help us somehow. Looks like I've met another old friend. The one who taught you darts. Regrettably, no. Unlike this old friend, my friends are loyal to one another until our deaths. Everyone, I'm afraid I still have matters to attend to within the city. Horn is more than capable of leading you outside London. And my co-worker, Misery, will also lend you his assistance, should the need arise. Understood. Stay hidden, everyone. Follow me. Dun 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 dun. Are the mountains of the past really worthy of remissing? Blood and tears are nothing to be obsessed with. I must say I'm not entirely fascinated by them. But what if the mountains are the only place there is left to stay? What if only the light of glory there can give us warmth? And here I thought I haunted enough of you. There is the 31st Molly. You are a hard-working one, Banshee. But you prevailed nonetheless. You helped Thressus declimate the Self-Salvation Corps. That's business. What? I would pry up every tile of London to find the last of your hidden shards. Damits? You yet refute the possibility of change. This has always been your choice. A little arrogant, aren't we, young Banshee? We understand change. We come from change itself. But change is merely a means to adapt. All change has a final objective. Even before the Sarkaz found themselves in this state, we had long been walking upon the lands. Ideologies, faiths, missions, slogans, none of them can escape the sands of time. Those ideas you mistake as novel have been conceiving long ago. The path you deem noble have been paved time and again. And where are they now? Yet still before you. And that is the greatest proof.
Bang. Bang, bang. Oh, we're back to these guys. I completely forgot until I thought about who we could be. So we're back to the plate. Phew. You should save strength, Cardo. Candor? You've eaten more than enough. Delphine has talked to you about your appetite problem already. You're much worse off than you used to be. Relax, Brad. Barad? Things haven't completely gone to shit yet. These devils aren't nearly as strong as they look. All they do is catch us off guard. I had a chat with Marshall from the transcript union. They have a group of men over there. Once we rope in more people on our end, we might just stand a chance to defeat the Sarkaz. Just like how we joined forces with those other gangs to take down the corpse down. Jump them from behind and get the job done. Clean. Pow pow bam. Couple of punches and that's all it takes. The Sarkaz army isn't cops. I know. They're just a force to be reckoned with. But we aren't afraid of blood. We aren't afraid of sacrifice. We will walk over our fallen comrades and smash their faces into our fists. Like our gym name, the Slobberknockers. Oh. Marshall and I worked it out. And we will definitely win. Just like those bootleg Lugman videos you collect, I'm serious. I've been around the block in Norport, not much shorter than you. We need to find a way out of this mess ourselves, just like before. That siege of yours just gave up and left Glassglow all those years ago, and our turf got handed over. Just like that. It was you and I who racked our brains to figure out how to gain a foothold here again. This is nothing different than before. We stand together, get prepared, and beat them all up. That's how we've made it this far. It doesn't matter how things are outside. Out on the streets, we do things the street way. Next, we just gotta find ourselves the right moment. Looks like Delphine is back. Okay, homie. Let me just tell you, they kidnapped your street. Wait, no. I gotta point this out. Because this is one of those things that bothers me, right? I get he's supposed to be like this macho guy who thinks highly of himself. You know, he's a tough guy. But, like, seriously, bud. They took your street. In what freaking world do you think you stand a chance against them? I would love to hear your answer. And your genuine answer. Because I don't understand where you think you could do something. You know? What is he gonna do? This is where I have to, like, fight my own way. I don't understand what he's gonna do. Did you all, Bradley, old baldy pair, finally get in? Given the circumstances, you're paying a pretty decent price. I'm sure he... What's this? Is that blood? Old Bradley Purr is dead. Baldy Purr's dead. Ooh, old Baldy Purr's dead. The Sarkaz? No. No, not the Sarkaz. Damn it. I have no idea who they were. But they were already at it when we got to the store. They were the bloodthirsty bunch. I saw with my own eyes. There was a man with a crowbar.
pinning another man to the floor. That man even... The situation's bad. My guess is some starving bum set his sight on her shop. The idiot still had bread in his glass showcase, and it went as you expected. You can more or less guess just how many of these bums there are in this lockdown district.
Bloody idiots. Whatever they have been sniffing must have got to their heads.
I know. I know the man with the crowbar. He's a hair product salesman. Always had a smile on his face. I brought him a number of times since he gave me discounts. They aren't all good. They're all that good enough. I saw him just now. His eyes were deep red. There was blood on his lips. That crowbar was definitely bent. I almost didn't recognize him. Beer is sparing. Cado? Avocado?
Cador. The transport union guy did say there could be crowds going nuts. But how could...
Barricade the doors. What are you spacing out for? Make yourself useful. Cardo, push that sofa over here.
Bloody bastards. What did a lot of them want? Now piss off. We've got people alive in here. This is Glassglow territory. Bard, watch out. A fire axe smashes through the gym's thick door and breaks open a hole. The sharp axe brushes past Bard's hair. A few strands of her hair flutter in the air. I said it already. We got people still bloody alive in here. Ricardo presses against the door with his body and grabs the axe peeking through the hole back with his two hands. The man outside makes several attempts to pull the axe back in vain. I don't care who the hell you are, but get out of my sight, or I'll have this axe in your brain. The axe wobbles a few times, and after a few heavy kick sounds to the door, the men outside finally give up. Their chaotic footsteps slowly growing quieter. Your hands, your fingers. Good thing that bandages are the last thing we'll run out of in a gym. Bardo, Delphine, we need to take inventory of all the resources again. I'll take down a couple sandbags to reinforce our front door. These people, have they gone mad? The civilians of Norport brought were all upstanding men. Basically, what about the police? They were always so quick to write tickets. If I were a cop so unlucky as to not make it out of this plate on time, I would definitely have locked myself in my home with a weapon at my ready by now. I need to head over to the transport union later. The people there still trust Marshall. He and everyone else will listen to him. He'll find a way. Damn it. Bloody hell. The Sarkaz are still out there. These people are out of their minds. How could they? What? What do we do now? Kador said we just had to wait for an opportunity. Our next academic. Are you aware the Great Fire of Norport 15 years ago? Oh, yes, I've heard. It was in the port, if I recall. It doesn't actually take very much to burn down a port.
All you need is scorching hot weather, a warehouse full of wood shavings, and a cigarette bud not fully extinguished. No one can put out a fire like that. All we can do is watch everything burn to ashes.
Sounds like you guys did that incident. Right? Right? It sounds like they did it.
さあ始めましょう。今宵のマスカレードを。
Come, take your seats.
Fuck. Probably gonna fail this once or twice. I already feel that vibe. You know? You know when you already feel a
Picked out
vibe.
your bait yet?
God, and I can't see these guys. Hello, I'm new here and just. Hey, welcome! Welcome to the stream. We're suffering in new ways today.
I'll try and keep my eyes open.
Hark. Ne'er
To
hast
be
thou
honest, I just
questioned the
need
road
you
thou
to get
strayed
close enough that I can
Nothing
stab you.
masks
Come here.
the scent of
Come here, little bow
despair.
guy. Get stabbed. Get stabbed. Yes, okay.
時
Now
間は待っ
here.
てくれませんわ。
Now I have money.
On alert.
God, I hate this mission.
Last step. My idol image.
Thy trampling of this hallowed ground.
God, this is
shall
almost the
beget
max amount of
bitter
characters
rue.
I can have, too. I think that's what sucks the most. This is almost max characters. I guess if I
You
put
have
Wang
been
here,
drawn
right?
Into my plans. Make your decision. Wait, for the snow shall bury this all.
Don't? I will sink your corpse in.
この黄昏の楽園に私は君臨し続ける。
There's one evil over here. Spoiler, we already got an evil.
Make your decision. Hark.
Here's the
Ne'er
worst
hast
part,
thou
right? Like, I can't
questioned
even
the road
afford
thou
Hoshiguma's
strayed
altar. But now we got actually, like, some visibility out here.
I've been in plenty of events, but this is the most chaotic venue
Actually, now I can't
ever.
afford Hoshiguma's altar.
Great mind. Wait, for the snow shall bury this all.
Oh, is it my turn?
Oh, god damn! I'm already seeing. Dude,
I'm already in set.
you've already seen everything. You already know who's evil and who's good. Dude, Krutz is getting to work.
I'm stand still.
She's our vision. She's our watcher. That's up, girl.
Great mind. Hark.
The only issue
Ne'er
is even
hast
with
thou
all that
questioned
knowledge,
the road thou-
Better watch your step.
I still may lose my music. Okay,
Where's
Hoshiguma,
their most
right there.
annoying guy?
As ice yield admit defeat now, and
I'm gonna
spare
blow you all up.
yourself the embarrassment.
I'm gonna blow you up. Yeah. I'm kind of worried that Krutz will die here, but not much we can really do about it. Krutz has just been such a useful tool too. It'd be really sad to see Krutz die. Oh wait, they're not shooting Krutz because oh,
I know
Hoshiguma's
what
the new
I will sink your
target.
corpse into shadow.
Hark. Ne'er hast
Yes,
questioned, for
Hoshiguma.
the snow shall bury this all.
No. 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 Damn it! You
I'll
bastard.
make you shriek so loud the stars will hear you.
Okay. Whew. We at least saved Haruka. We did not save our other friend. It just wasn't in the cards. But you were never gonna make
The
it.
good news is, too bad, so sad. Not even ashes left.
Make your decision. Wait, for the snow. Hark. Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou strayed upon.
Oh, someone just got blown up.
I know what to do. Don't? Nothing can mask the scent of despair.
Alright, buddy. I don't know what you want to do, but you're gonna die.
The
Oh, dude, these missions are just like... I thought I was going to fail on that one a couple times. I won't even lie to you. I was fully ready for failure. You know? Failure didn't come. Thankfully, failure didn't come. But I was ready for it.
These munitions factories are all empty.
We hauled away 2 product lines and tore down the others. The situation was dire. We didn't know how much longer we had until the Sarkaz mercenaries caught on to what we were up to in the factory. Otherwise, we would have taken even more equipment.
Heiberg, this new industrial district feels rather different than the old industrial district I was in. In Sudin, we were like spanners hammering away to knock together everything at all costs. But here, these product lines, I don't know, maybe you guys are more like gears? Turning every so stable day in and out. We're used to it. That's just how shocking humanity adaptability is. Oh shit. Found it. It's here. Why are there symbols carved in the collection box? Years ago, our workshop used to use these as code words to let each other know when to slack off. Never did I imagine they would one day come in handy. Well, they did come in handy. Use them to help you slack off. What do you mean? That's a pretty good use. I can't even go hard against that. That's a smart plan. They did great. Looks like workers everywhere just want to catch a breath, no matter the cost. Let's see. Pato reorganized most of the Self-Salvation Corps from the other districts. Heiberg's safe house was ambushed too. But a few of the pipelines deeper into the plate that's used as rest stops weren't discovered. They should be there. I'm back! We've marked the position of all the Sarkaz sentries. There's not a whole lot of them. Looks like all the manpower in the city is either headed to the front lines or followed the others. Closure, I still can't say I agree with you installing your voice banks in my drone. I put my voice where I want. I'm independent. This is my imagination of what she's saying. Hey, don't forget, I helped upgrade this drone of yours. All right, enough chit chat. I just heard from a Cillian. I don't know why my brain just farted on the name. It happens occasionally, you know? That some of our communication systems might have been compromised by the Victorian Dukes. I don't really buy that they can hack us all the way through. Just to be safe, I'm gonna run a whole security audit. Feist, have you confirmed where the rendezvous point is? It's confirmed. Awesome. Let's see. We may have Shining as our super bodyguard, but she still has to take care of the wounded. So avoid fighting at all costs. Got it? Got it. You guys go on ahead and make contact with the remaining Self-Salvation Corps fighters. Clovis and I will work on the evacuation. Let's go, Rock. Right. What's the matter? No, nothing. I was just thinking. Was Heiberg always so quiet? Going by the temperature in the air, there's no furnace burning in the neighborhood. That isn't a good sign. We need to act fast. What type of not good sign? We should be able to make it deeper through this maintenance shaft. Who's there? Oi, Feist, it's me! Tommy, you're here? You should have waited for us down there. The Sarkaz army just cleared out our safe house. There might be a patrol up here. I know. We suffered plenty of losses too. Day broke his arm too. Catherine gave him first aid. That didn't fix his arm. How much longer until the rest of the group gets here? They should have already left. Don't worry. There's a professional doctor among them. She will take care of his arm. All right. Our people are all on the lower level of the maintenance, access K-13. I heard the Self-Salvation Corps are going to evacuate from London. Only for the time being. We will be back, Tommy. We're the London's civilians, Self-Salvation Corps. It's just that we need to get our wounded somewhere safe, and there are none in London. All right. Now, head on down. Catherine keeps it to herself, but we can all tell she's worried sick about you. Grandma? Have you heard about what happened to Nordport? Good gracious, the Sarkaz plucked the whole plate up and tossed it out of the city. I heard that flying fortress even destroyed the Duke's high-speed warship. A high-speed warship. Think about that. Those things go fast. War has broken out, Feist, but I've never truly experienced it before. I used to think that joining the Self-Salvation Corps would be no different than before. I thought I'd be standing in front of the assembly line turning screws, and the only difference would be that the weapons go to you instead. This is our home. Of course. London's our home too. We belong here. Nowhere else, right? Dude, it's two guys meeting again. It's so sad. If you ask me, I think I should have shown more than enough good faith already. Hardly expected. We too have noticed that the Sarkaz's secret transportation network for some time now. But it's true that there are certain details that are worth getting to the bottom of, and we will continue our investigation with a focus on that area. And I have a decent guess as to who is behind some of these events. I hope you will share the results of your continued investigation with us. Of course. Just as I previously promised. Rhodes Island's response is fast. Your terminal's signal have already been re-encrypted. If the opportunity arises, I would love to meet your engineer Closure. She might not like you. I must say, for a pharmaceutical corporation, your company is home to a variety of talents. That said, Her Grace has never been one to refuse a new friend in lieu of making enemies. Not to mention that Her Grace and Alexandria are related by blood. She is more than willing to take care of her young relatives. Please do let her know how appreciative I am of her looking out for me. Your Royal Highness, I may yet call you so out of respect, but this does not represent my position whatsoever. You can choose to call me Siege.
Victoria is a heavy burden, Your Royal Highness. It is nowhere nearly as vivid and vibrant as it seems on the surface. The return of a certain person, no matter who she is or what she calls herself, is of no benefit to the nation. If under certain specific circumstances that person were to identify herself and influence inappropriately, she might even do the nation harm. That is my personal viewpoint.
Then you'd best keep your personal viewpoints to yourself. I'm sure you know that my amenity of this peace between us does not equate of tolerance of your clutches.
Your Royal Highness, there is no reason for amnesty among us. I am simply following orders, and I've more than demonstrated goodwill within the boundaries of my respect.
Then perhaps your demonstration hasn't been very clear. That or your definition of goodwill are different.
Wouldn't my suggestion that you should make your own way to Northport count? If I am not wrong, you have a friend who is currently trapped there. I thought you would see that I am very much putting myself in your shoes as advocating for this partnerships. I am doing you a favor. My goal is to obtain the schematics. You are free to do anything else you deem necessary, including rescuing your friend. If you would offer that blade in your hand, I could even offer my personal assistance.
You can save your disdignities, hypocrites. Listen, I don't know much as I want to think about what you and that Duke of yours are. Duke.
Oh my god. Words, no work.
Listen, I don't so much as want to think about what you and that Duke you work for are scheming. Stay out of my way and get out of my sight. And you better remember this. For what happens to Allerdale, you and I and your master still have a score to settle. And you better believe it will be settled.
Of course. I just got word that the Duke's special response team has already made all the preparations necessary for you to evacuate London and board Nordport brought. Let us be off.
Mr. Treble Asher, since the moment I first saw you, I recognized just how solid of a grasp the Duke has on Rhodes Island's communications. I've been thinking, you've always been able to do this, haven't you?
What do you mean?
You've always known what everyone is up to, whether it's us, the Sarkaz, or the Self-Salvation Corps.
It's nowhere near as simple and comprehensive as you would imagine. We've always found it very tricky to stay thoroughly informed on the Sarkaz, especially certain men of the royal court. Many of my colleagues have lost their lives because of this.
But you've always had a good understanding of the tides. Why did you, and especially the Duke behind you, let things turn out like this?
The Cosdale Regiment is a formidable opponent, and my guess is even old Wellington would admit this. The Cosdale Military Commission technology and equipment leave a deep impression.
When coming from the executor of the Victorian Dukes, Will, this just sounds like sarcasm. Based on our analysis, Theseus may be formidable, but his strength alone is not enough for Victoria to fall to such lows, where it finds itself at the mercy of others. And now I get it. You choose to do nothing. You simply watch as the flames of war engulf your country.
Amia, the little leader of Rhodes Island. How old are you? 15, 16? You are still a child, even. You despise blood and war, but let me clarify this. We are not very fond of these things either. But to us, the objective of war is never war itself. War is an extension of politics. The Sarkaz need a war to unite themselves. The Victoria doesn't necessarily lack the need for one. However, around whom we unite is worthy of discussion.
And for you, just that. You.
This is very important. It is far more important than you could imagine. War is cruel. Suffering and death follow in its wake. It exposes our barest truths from forms to one another. It tears off all disguises. At certain stages of history's ever-forward march, we need this kind of honesty. All of us do. Now make your preparations, Rhodes Island. It is time for us to depart. Yep, it was time to depart. God damn. So, that was a lot to really go through, but... Whew! Dude, the triple... Okay, so the Duke of Castor seems to be the main character from... At least the Dukes, right? Because we haven't met any other Dukes. We haven't really gotten pushes from other Dukes. But the Duke of Castor's, I know, is very relevant because of, the J-Rag story. Because of that story with Silver Ash and everything, I know the Duke of Castor's has her eye on that area too. So, there's a lot happening with this Duke of Castor's.
Molly, they caught you too. Leto, she's just a teacher. The children in schools still need to be cared for. You have already destroyed what you came to destroy. Must you drag even more innocents into this mess?
You're here, Your Excellency.
The Banshee came looking for trouble with one of us again.
I will send a unit to provide support.
No need. Taking a walk with him isn't so bad. You should go to the old Red Eye. He had just opened a new bottle of wine, waiting for you. We have already grown tired of his stories from yesteryear. You are a much better listener than us.
Understood. Please pardon me then. Oh, shit. Golding's throat was never felt this dry. The person in front of her looks and acts exactly the same as Molly she remembers, down to the tiniest movement. She is always frowning a little, watching every move of the mischievous children. At supper time, she would hand out bread to everyone and chastise anyone who hasn't washed their hands. Her expression is the same as ever, but for some reason, the drop of sweat dripping down Golding's back sweeps into her clothes.
Lance scratches his thumb again yesterday. But don't worry, I've put some ointment. He's always such a handful.
What are
You. The teacher has made it back to the school early. She will take good care of the children, I'm sure. How about a chit-chat? Relax. It's just a chat. If you still don't feel comfortable, we can continue to use the identity of the owner of this appearance around you. Why don't we talk about the weather first, or perhaps the children's studies? Perhaps there is a play too, Lady Golding. Merely thinking about it brings tears to my eyes. The children have all grown so big in just a blink of an eye. Enough. Stop talking to me like you're Molly. Stop using that face, you monster. What? What do you want?
Did they even have a true identity?
Would you like a cup of tea? Leto has pretty fine taste, and his tea here is exquisite. We finally have a satisfying outcome for the missions Thrusius hands to us. Now, we can take a short break. How long have you been around me? Not as long as you think. We can skip the boring work talk, though. It's break time now. We want to do something that we are truly interested in. For example, we want to know what you think of this era and your consciousness around all this. I don't understand. You used me to destroy the Self-Salvation Corps. I should have no more value to you anymore. Damn it! I handed all of this out myself. Don't blame yourself. This is no big deal at all. We had all kinds of ways to locate the Self-Salvation Corps stronghold. You are not the only lead we had. This may sound a little hurtful, but you aren't even the most inappropriate one. But we do indeed have a little bit of interest on you. We enjoyed your work and chatting with you. So let's have a chat together. There is nothing more to this. Just a conversation. We've had conversations like this many times. With countless identities. With countless others. But we are still confused. We still don't want to give up any chance we could lead to an answer. Lady Golding, how do you think we should live?
I like
You
doing the higher and
always
lower
win,
pitches for her
just like
because
the
it felt
old
right.
days.
Right?
This time, your joy is real.
Oh my god. What's the next mission? Awful? Yeah. Starting cost limit is reduced. Armed spies have increased. Oh, wait. I got a thingy? Hee. Stuff. To be honest, that's a perfect endpoint. Is that... Yeah, this will be the endpoint. Oh, I don't want to read this, but... And then 7, 13, 17, 20. If we go in this order, it should work out, right? But that means I would have to have 5 streams. We probably won't do that order. Actually, we might. If I do a stream every day and just do a tiny amount, we should get there pretty quickly. Like within the week, I think. But also we have to count, like, you know, some will be longer, some will be shorter, or all of them were the same length. So 7. Right, 7, 13. What's the next one? 17. 20. And then 21 probably. There's probably 21 because there's always a little bit extra afterwards, but
ごきげんよう、ドクター。今晩、マスカレードを開きますの。
special!
ご都
Give
合
me
が
the
よろ
XP.
しければ、ぜひお越し
76.
になって。
Oh, so the next one will get level 80 and
特
then
等席を
we'll
ご用意しておりますわ。
think about elite or elite 2 status for her. And then operators. Because of who is the main character of this whole story. Oh, I don't even have enough to level you once? Really? SBS.
I'll be fine. In the corner.
Oh, this definitely isn't enough to level. Damn it.
The same arrangement as last time. You don't tell anyone I'm here, and you provide me with a blanket. Oh, this one's my favorite. You actually remembered?
We'll slowly level.
It's like we're of one mind when it comes
Oh,
to
and-
sneaking away for a nap.
Maybe. Oh, let's get our XP and see if we can level up a little bit higher. We're not gonna get like high, like extremely high level.
The gentle warmth
And to be honest, I also want to level up Gravel. Gravel deserves to finally be put into Elite 2. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Gravel finally deserves it.
Ne'er hast thou questioned the road thou straight.
We've used Gravel for so long, I think it's time. So I want to level up Gravel. I also want to level up, you know, this new kid, the new character. Or not new, but, you know.
Ne'er hast thou
Chapter 12 is
questioned
pretty
the
much
road
main
thou
character.
straight. As ice yields to
Those are my big
gentle
goals
warmth's
now.
embrace.
Because we're not going to be pulling for any new characters for probably a long time. If I'm going to be fully honest with everyone. I don't plan on pulling for a new
Thy
character. So
trampling of this hill.
maybe no. There was one character I kind of liked. What was the character?
Turn back. Don't let your heart shatter here.
It was the sister. I don't remember. I don't know her
Where's
name.
the move? Turn
I don't
back.
remember her name. This is the dragon sister to
For
Reed.
the snow shall bury this all.
She was the one I had interest. She was the only one I went like maybe, but we still might skip her. You know, even though I want to, I think I'm still going to skip her overall.
Thy trampling of this wait, for the snow shall bury this all.
I'm trying to think of any other character I can think in the back of my head. Those are
Good boxers never show all their tricks unless needed.
Mikrasa,
Operations are the same, Doctor.
Abella. Ibellina. Yeah, I kind of like her.
I hope you have a meaningful day today, Doctor.
That's a character I could say I like and I'm interested. I don't know what she does. You know, that's the bigger problem. I don't know what she does. But, you know, just the design of the character is cool to me. So I want it. I want it just because of the design. We're gonna first level
Are you
you.
the one who comes up with all the Rhodes Island's
Damn it.
battle tactics, Doctor?
Of course. Of
Oh,
course. There's always
That's
more.
even more intriguing.
And then 2 levels for you.
Are you sure I need to watch these? Back in Castel, you used to lead my people.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Man, no. For now, these are the 2. I just want to... we just need to get you to be useful. You only cost 6, which is so impressive. Wait, what do you get for, like, leveling her up? Increase the efficiency, so -1 more. -1 cost. All units that cost 10 or more cost 10 or less DP gain plus 6% defense. She's a caster that summons units. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh yeah, her whole thing is zombies. I forgot, her whole gimmick is zombies. Yep, that makes sense. But to be honest, this is kind of awesome. You know, because what does it mean by cost? Does it mean how much I paid for them in the mission? Because if it counts for how much I paid for them in the mission, Because Silver Ash lowers them, does she make everyone buffed? You know? Is that how that works? That ability, okay, yeah, the zombie ability just sounds awesome. I kind of want her. But is it worth pulling? That's the biggest question. Is it worth pulling? Yeah, that's what I'm curious. Does Silver Ash's ability supersede that, or is it the base cost that it counts? Does it count their base deployment cost, or how much I paid? Because that would mean Gravel and Silver Ash are the best duo in this game. Right? Because she just gives 6% defense to everything Silver Ash did. Like... That costs 10 or less. Oh, it's based on cost. Damn. It would have been really cool because that could be like a really fun synergy in the game. Where like, because, you know, you deployed it, but you only paid like 0 for it because Silver Ash lets you pay 0 for it. Otherwise, her talent is kind of useless in my team. Because I don't think I have anyone that's under 10. To be honest, there's not many that are under 10 by default. There's like barely many, right? I know this Krutz is 1. Nope. Nope. You're close, but you're not 10 or less. Oh my god. Is anyone 10 or less? Oh wait. 1. 2, 3, 4, but not Elite 2 yet, which means once I get Crown Slayer to Elite 2, instantly loses that. Yeah, you're a tank. Oh, Jessica does, but if I ever get Jessica to Elite 2, same problem. Well, that was kind of important to know. Oh, can I? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, there's way more, but the problem is, right, like, the robots make sense, right? I'm gonna add 2 to everyone that's a 4-star or more. Just pretend to add 2, you know? Because if you get them to Elite 2, they cost 2 more. You. Oh my god, there's actually a lot that work. You'll get to 9, but you won't be, you know. You guys will get to 10, 10. So everyone at 8 will get to 10. You can't get any higher. Huh. I do want to use more robots. I like using the robots. I don't know if it's just me. Noba's good. Not the top. Yeah, she's not the... I don't care about characters being the best in the game. That has never been a worry for me. Now, having the best characters has never been a worry for me, right? It's the characters I like. It just happens to, right now, by circumstance. One of my favorite characters is Haruka. W is another one of my favorite characters. They just happen to be the better characters. As of right now, but also I love Surtur, and you know, we have her. I use her occasionally whenever I can. Yeah. I genuinely say everyone I've put to Elite 2, I like them in the story. I enjoy them some way in the story. Except for Nymph. Nymph is the exception because I've never experienced Nymph in the story, but everyone else I have seen in the story. I love Silver Ash. So, he deserves it. Mountain, I haven't had Mountain in the story yet. Logos is... He's kind of... He's not... I don't know. I don't know. Logos, I still don't have a strong feeling one way or another. He's cool, but I don't love him yet. It's the same reason. Like, I don't feel like I need to level up Mudrock because I just don't know the characters yet. I haven't met them in the story. Unless you're Fang, then I hate you. I hate Fang. Fuck you, Fang. Fuck you, Fang. Can't believe they gave you a free outfit. I'm sorry. There's a lot of Fang hate here. I also hate Calcit. I hate Fang just because I was throwing Fang at a wall. Summon zombie. Summon one big dude. See, now you're really getting me to want to pull even more, even though I should be saving for the anniversary. Why are you tempting me? Why are you dangling keys in front of me? I'm a child. You dangle keys. I'm like, ooh! Ooh, they're so shiny! And then we have my new character, Siege. I don't know how I feel about this. You know, I feel like I'm probably not going to level Siege because she just doesn't fit. Yep. Sad Fang. Oh, dude, I can't wait until they add the Sue sibling Fang. That's going to be even funnier. The Sue sibling Fang instantly hate. Not even related, no rhyme or reason. It's just because, you know, why have the same name? Unless Fang is secretly the other Sue sibling. I doubt it, but, you know. I have the same name. The writers know what they did. Also, I think I'm still missing one robot, right? Am I missing a robot? Improve talent. Better explosion. What do you do? He's a newer addition. Deals arch damage and can inflict elemental injury. What? Not affected by deployment limit, but has a long reach. Yeah. For 40 seconds after deployment, attacks also deal. Ooh. Arts fragility and elemental fragility. What? Oh my god, I would love that. Please. That's the one I like. That's my favorite. I feel like she won't be the next one, but I want her to be the next one. She also had a big role in the story. I don't know why they wouldn't add her, but it does. I don't feel the vibe that she's gonna be the next one. Modules. There's still so many characters I have to unlock the module just for. You I can't because it's 14. I have to figure out what this one is. The same thing for you. I gotta figure out what yours is. I can get all that. How have I not gotten Amiya's though? Must deploy your own core caster form, Amiya. Oh, that's why it was the defeat. Okay. That's why. There are 7. Oh my god, there's 7 of them? And I own 5? Wait, are you calling you official a robot? Ignores the deployment limit. Less likely to be attacked after being deployed for certain duration. Stuns. This may not be the worst character, to be honest. No? So there's... Oh my god, so I'm missing 2 full robots? Where are your comrades? You have Mechanim wheels, too. Homie's got Mechanim wheels. You're missing the Archer and Defender robot. You just got normal wheels. You're an old man. You're like the Mars rover. This guy's got Mechanim wheels. I never see anything with Mechanim wheels, so this is just like... It's tickling a thing in my brain. Mechanim wheels. You know, my brain just goes, Mechanim wheels? Who uses Mechanim wheels? And I'm looking at them and I'm like, this game... The developers of this game knew what they were. Those are real wheels that people use in real life. It's a crazy thought. Real. People actually use these in the world. I'm sorry. The robot has messed with my little brain. It tickled something that just I like. And it's the robot I use the most. God, I can't believe I'm missing robots. That's the mind-breaking part. Exthermal. I have Castle 3. Confess. Lance 2. So I'm missing Fristone 3 and Justice Knight. Justice Knight? Is that really the name of the other robot? That's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know how many... You know what? Nah, I don't want to waste things on this. Yeah, I saw this earlier, and I could get Reed. The Flame Shadow. Ooh. And, Eupolis. Mantra. And Nara. But I don't think it's worth pulling on this banner in any way, shape, or form. This one I'm a little sad because if I had enough things, I could just buy her outright, you know? If I had enough resources, I could just buy her. But I can't. I'm not even halfway. Not even a third. 60 would be at least a third, and I have 7 days. That's not happening. I would have to do so many pulls, and I'm not pulling. Sadly, a missed character. But I'm just happy with having almost 50% of the operators. That just brings me great joy. And we haven't gotten new outfits yet. Please, wait. Were these outfits here before? I don't remember. Oh yeah, they were. I wish I owned D-Gen. I really wish I owned D-Gen, because this is an amazing goddamn skin. Right? That's true. It's true. I don't know why I would ever do it. Oh!
What would you like to ask?
Wait, I don't remember seeing this skin.
Maybe you want to know how much power Dublin has? No? Oh, just how I'm personally doing. I'm still no more than a shadow. But not my sisters. Dublin's flame is lit by so many people, so many ideals. And the shadow cast by that firelight, that is what I am now.
I didn't know this existed. Oh, that's such a cute skin.
Your eyes aren't
Wait.
deceiving you. Yes, it's a sewing kit. A needle drinks as much blood as a sword in the hands of a merc. Besides, it's a tall order to look decent on the battlefield, and a smart cookie like you should know that well, right?
Look at that big thing in the background. Okay, I didn't know this skin existed either. I think these are new. I don't think these used to be up here. Oh, wait. Oh, this was... Oh, no, this was the special read.
I can't make myself out to be a comrade of yours.
I like this one way more.
There are some by your side that surely hate me. But once Dublin no longer needs these raging, burning flames, then I'll come back here. I want to come back here.
Oh, man. Special Texas. The Spectre altar that I thought about getting a while ago. Man, there's so many cool things. Oh my god, Dusk.
I'm trapped on this ship. If anyone asks, you tell them so, and you do not let them into my room. I'm taking up space? I'm refusing to perform my operator duties? Hello? I am Dusk, the Grey Painter trapped in this room.
Oh, special effects. She has no arts ability to speak of. Hey, you can pretend to be magical. You don't need magical powers. You can pretend to have magical powers. There's nothing against anyone pretending to have magical powers. Also, how strong she is with the sword, she might as well have magical powers. Let's be honest here. Bagpipe looks so good too. Hi, Harold. This is adorable, and I've thought about buying this multiple times. Whoa! What the hell? This looks so weird, but so cool. Wait, aren't you... I don't know who you are. For some reason, you give me a sense of familiarity. She knows all about potatoes. She is a farmer. She even says she liked the farmland. She, like, slept on wheat. I don't like this one. I don't like the military garb. Or... that's what it feels like. This is just not my thing. I like the more, like, silly skins. This one I actually own the character for. Horn? What? Not a fan. Well, no, the skin looks gorgeous, just not my... I like the... There's a different horse skin I like way more. I want it. Turner May dress. Which is actually what she is. Well, she was. She's also God at the same time. I can get a Mudrock skin and make her not look like a giant wall. Any other skin that I'm like, this one's kind of cool. Oh wait, I own this. Oh what? Whoa. I didn't expect to own the character. This one's cool. Oh, the Oni looks so... I don't own normal Hoshiguma, but this looks so cool. They're rerunning a lot of skins. They're rerunning so many skins. I like how everyone else is coming in going, wait, this is how many skins they're rerunning? Yeah, apparently. I'm just stopping on the ones I find fascinating. I own this one, and I own this one. These are my two favorite skins for these two characters, so... There's so many skins right now. Oh my god. I mean, I gotta check you out. What skins do you have? You have your swimsuit one? I could buy both. They're both up right now. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I like this. I like the witch hat and everything. And these take away the hat. I like the hat. They take away my hat. That's one of my favorite features of her. Dusk has two skins. This one and then this one that's not currently being rerun. Even though they're very similar. You know, different dress style, but same like color clothes and everything. Man, they really want me... Why do you gotta put out so many skins in my face? Why you gotta do that? You don't have any skins, right? Yeah, no. Until I get you to like... Okay, you. Which one was my favorite skin? God damn it. I love both of these. Oh my god, which skin do I want? I'm going back and forth seeing which skin I want more. I like this skin because it has this weird draping like red and black thing in the back. But I don't like the flowers. But I do like this one, like, you know, that head looks cool. And the nice dress and everything. I don't know which one's cooler. Yeah, but this one I don't like as much. I love this. I love these two. These are my two favorite, and I could buy either one right now. This one's probably the more tempting one. But I like the this dress too. She looks more angry in this one too. Like she's ready for battle. While the other one, she looks more relaxed. I don't know. I want one of them. I don't know which one I don't want to spend the gems on a skin though, because there's more characters I want. You know? I also want characters. Wait a minute. I still have this. We still have our outfit voucher. Do I do it? Oh, this is such a... The right choice is to do it. But also... there might be a cooler skin. No. This is the right one to do, because I want Mudrock not to look like a giant tank. Do I want more peaceful looking her or angrier her? That's the real question. Do we want her like relaxing on the beach? Silent night? Or do we want Obsidian her in like a proper like formal dress? No, but I only need one. Because once I get this, because I like both a lot, I don't need both. I just need one, and that'll be my permanent skin for her. Then we're done, you know? We don't need a second skin. We just put on the skin we like the most. Especially now seeing the big hammer swing from her instead of like the big suit, it's going to be kind of funny to me. I think I'm going to buy... Oh, we can press the search. Silent Night just looks cool. Like, this one's awesome, and I love the hammer on the bottom. When I look at this, because we're not going to be looking at this image, right? We're going to be looking at this tiny one more than anything else. You're going to look at the tiny images. Oh, really? Wait, does this one have anything special with the barrier? Or is this just like the same normal barrier? Because that will change my mind in a heartbeat. That would genuinely change my... But also, this one also shows, like, the orpathy growing out of her. Because, you know, they talk about, like, you have orpathy on your skin. And we find not many skins show that. Not many characters show that off at all. And that skin really does show it. Ooh. I'm tempted to just get this one just because the orpathy, it looks cooler. And she looks more peaceful. Redeem. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're going with the more peaceful looking one. Not the mean looking one. They both look very similar, to be honest, with small differences. But I think this one looks cuter. Woo! Equip. I kept that voucher for so long, to be honest, too. Where are you, Mudrock? Yeah. Versus literally any of these. Yeah. I definitely prefer this. I'll be honest with you, I definitely prefer this. Now I just need to promote. +2. Oh my god, Mudrock, you want to be the most expensive operator on this earth. Yeah. No. Alright, but I will be heading off. We started chapter 12, which was the big goal. We're finally in chapter 12. Are we far in chapter 12? I don't know how far chapter 12 goes. So maybe we're far in chapter 12. I don't know how long chapter 12 is. I'm assuming the 20 is the end, so 21. I imagine it's 21 long. So, I'm under the assumption 21. You know, one more afterwards. But that's not guaranteed. Could be 22. Could be 25, and it's just like there's a lot more afterwards. I'm logically dictates the boss battle's 20. Unless the boss battle's 19 and 20 is the like epilogue. I didn't think about that. Could be exactly 20, or it could be 21. Around 21-ish? Okay, so if it's 21, that makes sense. So the boss battle is the final one, then you do the epilogue. But the epilogue could also have been the last one. But it's finally my bedtime. It's not my bedtime. I'm actually starving. So I have a mission. Food. My mission is food. My next mission after food is sleep. Well, actually, it'll be food, shower, then sleep. Actually, it's make food, shower, or eat. Shower, then brush teeth, then go to bed. In that exact order. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoyed today's stream. We're finally starting Chapter 12. Tomorrow, I also want to stream Chapter 12. And once again, if, like, I'm playing and I go, like, I don't want to read anymore, we'll do some Stronghold. But that'll come down to, like, if I get tired of reading or if I don't want to continue the main story. Or if I finish the main story somehow really fast. Or just, you know. Anything that happens that may make me want to go to the Stronghold just to relax for a second. And get pissed off for a different reason. It's always just getting mad. But good night, everyone, and see you tomorrow for more of Chapter 12. Probably to like 12:05 or no 12:07. Till 12:07 probably tomorrow. Probably. Most likely. 80% sure. Also, remember to like and subscribe if you're watching the video or the stream. Remember to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Or any other day that I stream. Nap.